Good evening, everyone, and welcome to High School Football Game of the Week here tonight from Aberdeen, Mississippi, and Aberdeen High School, where it's the West Bolivar Eagles taking on the Aberdeen Bulldogs here on Metrocast Channel 98, produced by W07BN in Bruce. And we're glad to be here. The two top teams in 2A and 3A doing battle here tonight. Don Brooks alongside Bill Morgan on another beautiful night for high school football, as you can feel the fall in the air as we welcome you out here to Aberdeen High School for what should be an outstanding football game between two very good small schools in West Bolivar and Aberdeen. And Bill, we also got two top prospects from North Mississippi that are getting ready to play here tonight. In Kalo Moore, the talented junior running back from the Eagles of West Bolivar out of Rosedale. He comes into this game with 528 yards rushing, averaging 132 yards per game and 6 touchdowns, so he's off to a good start. He'll face a tall task tonight, however, against this Aberdeen defense led by number 11, Channing Ward, their talented senior defensive end, who's one of the top prospects in the state of Mississippi. And the Aberdeen defense has only given up 17 points per game. The problem that Aberdeen has had this year in their 2-2 start is the fact their offense has struggled. They've only scored 14 points per game. They've lost games to a very good 6A Columbus team, and then last week losing on the road down in Noxubee County 16-6.
That's right, Don. Looking forward to the game here tonight. Good to be working with you again here as we're down here in Aberdeen. Made the trip down here southeast part of our viewing area, and we're looking forward to the action. Should be a great matchup here. As you said, we got some really talented players on the field there on both sides of the football as you see the teams meeting in the middle of the field. Tell you what, a nice facility here. Appreciate all the fine folks here at Aberdeen High School for great accommodations we've got here tonight. And what's great football weather's the weather's finally cooled down, and what's good about that, we've gotten rid of the bugs. So that's a really neat deal. And anyway, well, let us mention also we're proud of our sponsors bringing you the game tonight here on Metrocast Channel 98 in Aberdeen and all of Monroe County. They are White Oil Company, Aberdeen and Tupelo locations. Also Buddy's One Stop, the best pizza in town. Go by and see Buddy's, 306 Highway 45 North. Also Brandon Presley, Northern District Public Service Commissioner. Northside Quick Lube, they have oil changes, flats, tires. Jimmy Pace is the owner at 401 Highway 145 North at Northside Quick Lube, all bringing you the action right here tonight at the home of the Bulldogs. Aberdeen, as you said, two number ones here tonight as far as their respective classifications, going to be doing action right here on the gridiron.
Good to be back down here working with you once again, as it's hard to believe that it's been 18 years since we did our first game, and it was Aberdeen too. We were talking about that earlier, Aberdeen and Calhoun City down at Scott Field in Starkville to open the season. They had a pretty good prospect back then by the name of Reggie Kelly, a tight end for Aberdeen, and now they've got another good one in Channing Ward. Kind of unusual tonight, but Aberdeen is wearing their white uniforms here at home. They're going to be in white, trimmed in blue, and West Bolivar is in the navy blue with the red trim, and they've got the Philadelphia Eagle style helmet with the eagle wings on their side of their helmet. And we're looking forward to getting this one underway here momentarily. West Bolivar comes in with a 3-1 record on the season. They got off to a 3-0 start, beating Clarksdale on the road very impressively, 35-14 in that opener. Boy, Clarksdale has really gone down over the years. Cleveland, they beat them on the road 18-6, and they beat Ray Brooks 43-6, but last week got a setback to Eastside, lost 16-14. So, Bill, both of these teams are coming off losses when they struggled to score some points, and so both of them are going to try to get back on the winning track here tonight.
That's right. As you said, Aberdeen not really putting up a whole lot of points, but just the opposite. West Bolivar, they've got some offense going, and yeah, it's hard to believe the Clarksdale of old was really where that division went through, and my, how things change over a few years' time. But as you said, looking forward to seeing the game here tonight with the athletes we're going to have on the field. Of course, Channing Ward, the talk here in this area, and also very highly recruited young man for the Bulldogs. Looking forward to seeing him. We were here last year, Mike Campbell and I, with Pontotoc Warriors, and boy, I tell you, it wasn't very friendly for the Warriors here last year. So we'll see what happens here tonight. This very quality opponent they've got.
Well, it should be a good ball game and two very good teams. We mentioned West Bolivar's ranked number 1 in 2A. Calhoun City right behind them at number 2. Those two teams met last year in the playoffs, and the Wildcats won it. Aberdeen, despite a 2-2 record, the pollsters know that they played a very difficult schedule here in the early going to get them ready for region play. Playing Columbus, Shannon, Amory, and Noxubee County. That's pretty tough. And then tonight, they'll have West Bolivar, and then next week another hard one. They're on the road against Louisville.
I tell you what, they're playing some big schools there. Like you said, Columbus with the 6A their program, also Noxubee County, Louisville. They're playing some big schools, as you said, getting them ready for that all-important division play coming up.
Aberdeen's about ready to take the field, and they're under head coach Thomas Duncan. West Bolivar's head coach is Henry Johnson. West Bolivar averages 28 points per game. Their defense only gives up 10.5 points per game. So this should be a pretty good football game here tonight, as we're a little late getting underway. We're still waiting for the two teams to make their way out on the field. West Bolivar's down here wanting to take the field. They brought a charter bus load of fans over here from Rosedale. And here comes Aberdeen. The Bulldogs are making their way out onto the field. Bill, I thought about saying, "Here comes our Bulldogs," but I decided not to. Your old buddy Hank Flick down at Starkville.
Oh, yeah. You know, I saw that eagle. I thought we was in Hattiesburg for a moment. And by the way, when I went downstairs earlier to get some refreshments, Bully was down there. So
okay.
They got Bully out here.
Got Bully and the eagle.
The real Bully. I mean, the real dog here. Mm-hmm.
We're about ready to get this one underway. Aberdeen, who is in the same region with some of the teams from the viewing area in Water Valley and South Pontotoc and Nettleton. So they are the favorite to come out of this particular region. The Bulldogs are going to get the football first. They'll be going left to right here across your screen. And West Bolivar will kick off.
As you said, Dunn, you look down that schedule at Aberdeen, clearly the favorite to come out of this division and obviously contend for that North Half title as they did last year.
Well, the key tonight for Aberdeen is going to be able to contain the talented running back, Kalo Moore of West Bolivar. He's got sprinter's type speed and just a junior. He's already committed to Ole Miss, I understand. Of course, a lot could change between now and then, but ready to get this one underway. Kicking off for the Eagles is Jalen Honorable. And the kick is a high end-over-end kick to the far sideline, fielded back at the 14-yard line, brought up the middle of the seam. And he's got some room across the 30 out to the 34-yard line, and Aberdeen will have pretty good field position to open this drive. On the return for the Bulldogs was number 12. That is Jeremy Brandon.
Nice return, as you said, number 12 that time. Brandon trying to get things going, set a good pace, and get good field position to get his team started here.
Quarterback is Sammy Burrows, I believe, number 9. Our roster does not have their grade, unfortunately. They'll work out of the shotgun as a man goes in motion. They'll hand it on the end around, and he crosses the 35 to the 36 for a gain of 2. That's number 12, Jeremy Brandon, on the carry. Pickup of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Second down and 8 from the 36. Direct snap to Burrows. He's going to sweep to the right. He's got some room across the 40, 45, down the sidelines to the 40, the 30. It's a foot race, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Sammy Burrows takes it 64 yards down the near sideline, and Aberdeen, 50 seconds into the ball game, is on the board.
Well, that time Burrows just able to get around the this here on the near side here and just go down the sideline and just trot right on in the end zone. What a great way to open up for Aberdeen. Huge score there, big. We talked about their offense needing to get going as they had some low output here in the season, but boy, they've started off good here tonight, Dunn.
A two-play, 66-yard drive, and Aberdeen off to a good start, and they're going to go for two, and they're going to work it out of the power I formation. Back to throw is Burrows. That's not Burrows. That's actually number 16 in the game. He throws in the end zone for a two-point conversion. As that's Josh Williams, who found in the back of the end zone Braxton Anderson, and Aberdeen takes an early 8-0 lead in this ball game. Let's take a break and hear from some of our local sponsors. We'll be back with more Aberdeen Bulldog football right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to Aberdeen High School, where the Bulldogs have drawn an early lead on a big-time run by their quarterback Burrows. Here's the kickoff. It's fielded at the 17-yard line, back up to the 25, the 30, and out to the 34-yard line. On the return for West Bolivar, Shaquan Conway. So the Eagles will set up shop at their own 34, same position in which Aberdeen started their drive. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, their first possession of the night. Already trailing 8-0 in this contest. They're going to work out of the spread formation with the quarterback in the shotgun. Their quarterback is number 3, Kylan Johnson. They'll send a man in motion, and Johnson looks to throw. He throws it out to the sideline, incomplete up at the 45-yard line. Just a deep out pattern that time. It was intended for number 25, DeAndre Cooper, but incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Second down, 10 yards to go at the 34 for the Eagles. Out of the shotgun again, Johnson looks to throw, swings it out complete, up to the 35 and maybe the 37. Gain of about 3 that time to number 25, DeAndre Cooper. Sets up 3rd down and 7 for West Bolivar. Actually, they're going to only give him to the 36. We'll call it a gain of 2. Third down, 8 yards to go. From the 36. Shotgun, Johnson looks to throw. Throws in the middle, it's complete for a 1st down, out across the 45 to the 47. That's number 7, Jovius Wade, on the reception, a pickup of 11, and a 1st down, West Bolivar. Well, they've come out throwing the football, 3 consecutive passes. First and 10 at the 47-yard line for the Eagles. 4 wide receiver package. Out of the shotgun, Johnson drops back to throw, has plenty of time. Throws it out to the sideline, incomplete. The pass was too tall at the 47-yard line in Aberdeen territory, as it was intended for Cooper once again. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Looks like Johnson definitely going to go to the air attack early on in the ball game. Number 25, one of his favorite targets there. A little bit high, as you said, done a little bit too much English on that football. West Bolivar moving it through the air, trying to here.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line for the Eagles, I should say. Eagles in the blue, Aberdeen in white. Only 2 down linemen for the Bulldogs. Now they'll go with 3. Out of the shotgun is Johnson. They'll send a man in motion. They're going to hand it off on the end around up to midfield, and over the 50 to the 49 goes number 8, Demarion Haynes.
Haynes going to be brought down on the 50-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Pickup of 4 on the play, or 3. They'll mark him down at the 50. 3rd down, 7. Another 3rd down play coming up here for the Eagles. 3rd and 7 at midfield. Johnson out of the shotgun. He's a junior quarterback, 5'11", 170. Back to throw. Throws it, and it's going to be dropped at the 45-yard line as a flag down in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Jovius Wade. And if this is against West Bolivar, Aberdeen will most likely decline it, and it is holding against the Eagles. And so now, 4th down and 7, and the Eagles, you would think, would punt it away here, although their offense is still out there. Now Coach Johnson's going to send the punting unit in. They will kick it. Way too early to try to go for it here at midfield.
That's right. Early in the ball game, play field position, punt it back and try to pin them back deep. Put it on your defense.
Kylan Johnson, 2 out of 5 for 13 yards on that drive. The kick is away, and it's a nice kick, very high. They're going to let it go. It hits at the 10, takes a West Bolivar bounce back to about the 13, maybe the 14. So a nice punt, and the Bulldogs are going to be backed up at their own end at the 14-yard line to start their second drive of the night.
Well, we'd like to welcome everyone on MetroCast Channel 98, not only in Aberdeen, but also Amory and Nettleton and all the surrounding areas. Smithville watching the game. Tune in each and every Friday night at 9 o'clock and also all day on Saturday for the best in high school football, several games throughout the weekend. Be sure and join us each and every week.
Flag comes in from the back judge before Aberdeen can get the play off. Substitution infraction, I believe. Maybe they had 12. I think they had 12 men on the field, Bill.
Yeah, 66 trotting off.
12 men on the field against the Eagles. Will be a 5-yard penalty. They'll mark it up to the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs at their own 18. They'll spread the field out. 4 wide receivers. They send a man in motion. Here's Burrows on the keeper. He's got some room, and Burrows crosses the 25 out to the 26. That's the Bulldog first down. Gain of about 7 or 8 yards on the play. They're going to mark it at the 26. We'll call it a gain of 8. And Sammy Burrows has been good so far. 2 carries for 72 yards and a touchdown.
They're very mobile there. Burrows on his feet, showing how he can just take the ball and run with it. Good job that time, and a nice pickup on first down.
Aberdeen 8, West Bolivar nothing. 8:55 to go. Here they're going to hand it on the end around this time, and a good defensive play that time. Tripped up at the line of scrimmage was Brandon, and he might have got a yard. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to say no gain. Number 50 made the tackle for West Bolivar. That's DeMario Brown. No gain on the play. 2nd down 10 from the 26. Burrows straight ahead, and on a quarterback keeper, he picks up about 4 to the 30. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs.
Burrows right now doing the work for Aberdeen as he's trying to just keep the sticks moving. This is a big stop if West Bolivar can stop them here after a quick early score on the only possession Aberdeen's had the football.
Bulldogs have not attempted a pass so far. 3rd down and 6 yards to go at their own 30. 4-man front for West Bolivar. Burrows is going to look to run. Looking to the right, nowhere to go, and he's drilled at the 28. He'll lose a couple, and that's a big guy that hit him.
Big 75, Don.
75 is Ja'Cory Lee, 6'4", 240 senior defensive end. He came up, made a hit for a loss of 2 that time for Burrows. That's going to force the Bulldogs to punt it away. Snap's a good one. The kick is nearly blocked. They ran into the punter, but no call. And the ball is going to bounce inside the 40. The official was looking right at it. I don't know how you don't throw a flag there. At least a running into the kicker, which would have been 5 yards. The punt ends up being down around the 36-yard line. So the Eagles will get good field position. Actually, they'll mark it at the 37. Bulldogs 8, Eagles nothing. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Johnson back in at quarterback, and he's going to hand it off to Moore. First touch of the night for Kalo Moore, sweeping to the left, and he's going to be wrapped up on the sideline. Good speed defensively that time by Tamarcus Payne to chase Kalo Moore down and knock him out of bounds at the 40 after a gain of 3 on the play.
You know, I was about to ask where number 5 was on that first possession. All of a sudden he gets the football, but nice closing speed that time on the side by Aberdeen.
Second down, 7 yards to go at the 40. Shotgun, Johnson looks to throw again, throws out in the flat to the right, is caught up at the 44, breaks the tackle, has the first down, still on his feet, and finally run out of bounds in Aberdeen territory. Gain of about 14 on the play that time, as it was Cooper on the reception.
Cooper definitely a receiving target here for his team, as they've been really depending on him here early in the ball game. Nice play that time by number 25. Some real good nifty moves there.
His second catch of the night for DeAndre Cooper. First down, Eagles at the Aberdeen 46. Johnson looks to throw. He's going to swing it out. Incomplete. Or is that a fumble? It could be a lateral, and now they blow it dead. Channing Ward picked it up and was thinking about carrying it to the house, but the official finally did call it an incomplete pass. That was close to being a lateral.
Very, very close that time.
Second and 10 for the Eagles.
Fortunate for West Bolivar there, no call.
High formation now. They'll go into center for the first time tonight. They're going to pitch sweep to Moore. Moore sweeping to the near side. Up to the 45. Cuts inside of the 40 and down to the 38-yard line. Gain of about 8 yards on the play. 7 or 8 yards for Kalo Moore. They're going to spot it at just inside the 39-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 7. Third down, 3 yards to go at the Aberdeen 39. 2 wide receivers to the left, ball on the near hash. They pitch it to Moore again, sweeping to the right. Moore looking for some room, nowhere to go. He cuts back inside. He's got the first down inside the 35 and the 34, and that was all Kalo Moore. Did a good job that time. The pursuit was there to cut him off at the corner, so he cut it back inside and picks up the first down.
You know, Kalo Moore, 5'11", 190, just, you know, but very, very fast here for his team.
Gain of 5 on the play, and we got a timeout on the field. I believe it's a heat timeout. 5:49 remaining in the first quarter. Your score, Aberdeen 8, West Bolivar nothing. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with more in just a minute. First and 10 for the Eagles as we welcome you back. They're driving at the Bulldog 34-yard line. Johnson out of the shotgun, looks to throw, throws out in the flat, has his man at the 30, cuts inside the 25, the 20, inside the 20 to the 18. Another first down for West Bolivar. All the way to the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 16 that time. On the reception was number 7, Jovius Wade.
Wade that time just put his shoulder pad down and ran over number 1 for the Bulldogs and just kept that drive going.
His second catch of the night for 27 yards. Johnson rolls right, throws in the end zone for a touchdown. That's his man Cooper, who he just lobbed it or got it over the defender's head into the hands of Cooper for an 18-yard touchdown pass. And now the Eagles are a 2-point conversion away from tying it if they elect to go that route. Looks like they're going to kick it. It looks like one of the players is changing shoes. I don't know why he would change shoes, Bill, if he wasn't going to kick. That's number 8, Demarion Haynes. You better hurry. There's only 7 on the play clock. They're not going to get it off. They're going to have to take a delay of game.
Yep.
So an impressive drive by West Bolivar. They go down the field, 66 yards. And Cooper gets the touchdown. Cooper and Wade have been the offense tonight. Those two have combined for 5 catches. Johnson's now 5 out of 9 for 61 yards here in the first quarter. Now the extra point coming up here by Haynes. Snap is down, the kick is up, it's plenty long, and it is plenty good. So West Bolivar elects not to go for the tie. They take the sure 1 point, and with 5:25 remaining in the first quarter is now Aberdeen 8, West Bolivar 7.
We'll run down these sponsors again. We'd like to thank all these fine businesses bringing you action here tonight in the Aberdeen area. Once again, we invite you or welcome you on MetroCast Channel 98, TV7 over the air, W07BN.com, live streaming 24/7 there. You can catch the ball game. White Oil Company, Aberdeen and Tupelo locations. Also Buddy's One Stop for the best pizza in town. Brandon Presley, your Northern District Public Service Commissioner, running for re-election. Also Northside Quick Lube, oil changes, flats, tires. Jimmy Pace, the owner, a proud graduate also. Mr. Pace of Aberdeen High School.
I want to thank all those guys for helping us bring this game to you tonight. One of the top games in North Mississippi, if not the top one. And here's the return, and good coverage by the Eagles, as Aberdeen is only able to get it back to about the 23-yard line. Number 9 on the return, that's Sammy Burrows, the quarterback. So 1st and 10 Aberdeen at their own 23. This is their 3rd drive of the night. Bill, we got a ton of future cheerleaders down here.
I see that. We'll get a shot here in a minute.
1st and 10 at the 23. They're going to hand it off this time off the right side. There's a flag down as they get it out to the 27-yard line. That is number 24 on the carry, LaVale McFarland.
You take a look there at all those future Aberdeen High cheerleaders, some of the junior high cheerleaders, and some of the young girls there that can't wait to be a future cheerleader. I think they got a big supply here, as they are really into their ball game here. Their club right here are scoring first in this one.
Everybody got their blue and white on tonight. Penalties against the Bulldogs. That's going to back them up deep in their own end, all the way back to the 12-yard line. That'll amount to about 11-yard penalties, so it'll be 1st and 21 for the Bulldogs from their own 12. Josh Williams, the quarterback. They're going to hand it off the right side to McFarland. Out to the 19 he goes for a gain of 7. Got some of it back, so it'll be 2nd and 14. Second down 14 for the Bulldogs at their own 19-yard line. 4:46 to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs 8, Eagles 7. Williams under center, hands it off to McFarland again. He's got some running room, breaks the tackle, and gets it out to the 30-yard line. Gain of about 11 yards on the play. A hurry-up offense here for Aberdeen. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Actually, 3rd and 2. They're going to give him all the way to the 31, so a gain of 12 on the play.
Timeout by West Bolivar done.
West Bolivar wants to take a timeout, maybe let their defense rest up a little bit. 4:12 to go here in the first quarter. Oh, we'll get a shot of the mascot down there. Bill, he doesn't look a whole lot like Bully.
Not quite. Now, I saw the real Bully a few moments ago, as we talked about.
Okay.
I mean the living, breathing, tongue-wagging Bully. I don't know. I figured they'd have him out on the field, but that's the other Bully.
That's right. 3rd and 2 here for Aberdeen. A lot of teams are off tonight. This is a week that many teams have a bye week before they head into region play next week. But there are some pretty good games going on across the north. A good one going on just up the road between number 1 ranked Lafayette and Shannon. Shannon, one of the Aberdeen's early season opponents. So the Bulldogs beat them 22-14.
I tell you another good one that Pontotoc Nahala tonight hosting North Pontotoc. Obviously a big surprise last couple of years. They are a contender and definitely feel they can win that ball game. A good one there. It's in Pontotoc tonight.
And that was a great game last year. Went to overtime, and I think North won 51-50.
51-50, done double overtime, I believe.
3rd and 2, and a flag comes in, and if that's against Aberdeen, that's going to hurt. That's going to take them out of a 3rd and short situation. Somebody was offsides, either a procedure against the Bulldogs or offsides against West Bolivar, which if it's against West Bolivar, it'll be a first down. And it is. That'll move the chains. That's the easy way to get the first down.
That worked good for Aberdeen.
Bulldogs have it at the 36, 1st and 10 to go. Bulldogs have already rushed for 95 yards in this first quarter, 0 passing. They haven't even attempted a pass. They go on the 2-quarterback set tonight. Josh Williams, number 16, is in there now. There's a big hit and a loss on the handoff. That's number 50 again back there, and McFarland was nailed by DeMario Brown, and he got some help from his teammates. They'll lose 3 yards back to the 33.
DeMario Brown, number 50, major contender on this defense. He's got some good numbers here. Looking at his total tackles, 25, so he's definitely a big guy here.
2nd and 13, pitch sweep to the left, and cutting back inside with nowhere to go, and there's Brown again.
There he is again.
On the carry that time for the Bulldogs was number 1, Carino Blanchard, and he'll lose 3 yards. Bill, you knew you couldn't come to Aberdeen without having a Blanchard.
That's right.
Rolling out to pass. Williams has a man out there, and it's incomplete. He overthrew him. It was intended for the tight end, number 32, Damian Walker. And he had a step on the defender, but the pass sailed over the head, and now Aberdeen will have to punt it back to the Eagles. The first pass attempt of the game, and it goes incomplete.
West Bolivar stiffening up here defensively. You know, they let that one big play on the first drive, first of possession, get away from them, but they've played good defense since then.
So the Bulldogs will have to punt again. Back deep is the ever dangerous DeAndre Cooper, who will stand back at his own 33. Aberdeen will punt it back. They lead in the game though, 8-7. 3:14 remaining here in the first quarter. Couldn't have asked for a better night for high school football. As a low kick, it's going to take a nice roll for the Bulldogs though, inside the 40 and down to the 34, and that's where the Eagles will start again at their own 34-yard line. Next week, you guys got a big game as the Pontotoc Warriors travel to Lafayette for their biggest test of the year, as they'll be trying to knock off the number 1 team in the land, assuming that Lafayette wins tonight at Shannon.
Yeah, Coach Byers and staff got a tall order, Lafayette County. We look forward to going over there and seeing, of course, the quarterback there for Lafayette. And Pontotoc, of course, would have to play a near-perfect game and then have a pretty strong prayer to try to win that. Should be an interesting challenge.
Shotgun formation as they're going to hand it off to Moore, and Moore tucks inside and gets out to the 39-yard line for a gain of about 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Moore, 4 carries, 20 yards so far tonight. He's averaging 5 yards a carry. Came into this game averaging over 7 a carry.
132 a game too, Don.
2nd down and 6. Or back to throw is Johnson. He's got his man and it's complete. Let's see where they spot it. believe that was number 7 on the reception. It was on the far side. I couldn't tell for sure. I think it was Wade. They're going to spot it at the 42. We'll call it a gain of 3. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. Back to throw is Johnson again. He throws a bullet complete to the 48 and a 1st down.
Nice catch.
A nice throw, too. He threaded the needle, and Wade went down to haul it in at the 49 of Aberdeen. That's a 1st down, a pickup of 9 on the play.
Well, all of a sudden now Wade's the man. Cooper's been the man, number 25, and now Wade doing the job here, being the workhorse on this drive.
His 4th catch of the ball game, 39 yards. 1st and 10 West Bolivar at the Aberdeen 49-yard line. Shotgun formation for Johnson. Johnson drops back to throw. He throws it out, and it's incomplete. That one was a little bit too far out in front of Cooper, his intended receiver, at the Bulldog 46. So it'll be 2nd down 10. I tell you, you got to be impressed by Johnson. He's looked good back there throwing the football tonight.
He is, yeah. For a team, passing yards, 84 yards a game, passing, they're passing the ball tonight.
He's just a junior, too. He's 5'11", 170. They got probably the biggest center I've ever seen.
He's big.
Number 75, Ja'Cory Lee.
Yeah.
Most of the time you see those big, tall guys out at tackle. They give it to Moore off the right side. Moore looks for some room. Keeps his feet going to the 45 for a gain of about 4. It'll bring up 3rd down. Actually, they'll spot it at the 46. So we'll call it a gain of 3. 3rd down, 7 yards to go for the Eagles. They've been very good tonight on 3rd down. Minute 16 to go in the 1st quarter. They trailed Aberdeen 8-7. Difference in the game's a 2-point conversion. High formation behind Johnson. They fake it to Moore. He rolls to the right. He's going to sling it way down the field, nowhere close for his intended receiver, Wade. It looked like Wade broke off the pattern, and so a little miscommunication between Wade and Johnson, and now the Eagles are going to punt it away and try to pin Aberdeen back. And I think this is the right decision, Bill.
Oh, absolutely. Your defense is playing pretty well right now for West Bolivar. Play field position, try to pin them back, play some good special teams here.
Well, you take away that one long 64-yard run by Burrows, and Aberdeen has not moved the ball at all. Snap's a good one. The kick is away. Kicked it straight up in the air. That went right up the elevator chute. It hit at the 46.
Wow.
It might have hit a player from Aberdeen, and now they say no, it didn't.
Wow. It was close.
It looked like it might have hit a player from Aberdeen in the back, and West Bolivar thought it did. They picked it up, tried to run with it, and they're going to say no, it's Aberdeen's ball. That is about a 3-yard kick. That's a little better than Joe Theismann that time.
Yeah. I was going to say I couldn't video that kick. That got above my camera tilt.
Well, it's going to be nice. That's a 4-yard kick to the 42-yard line.
But how many yards was it? Up.
For about 30. So the Bulldogs catch a break, and now with 51 seconds to go in the 1st quarter, instead of being backed up, they have it at their own 42-yard line. And Williams is back in at quarterback. He hands to McFarland straight ahead to the 46. Gain of about 4.
I tell you, that West Bolivar defense up the middle has been strong. They have really played well on the line and not allowed that run really to get going north and south.
I'm going to tell you, they got some size. They got some big boys. 2nd down and 6. You were talking earlier about Calhoun City and their size.
Well, I was just thinking about that.
West Bolivar matches up well. Here's a quarterback keeper by Williams, and he crosses midfield, and he's going to be just shy of the 1st down at the 49 of West Bolivar as Josh Williams on a keeper for about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1, but I think we'll have the end of the 1st quarter before they get off another play. That'll do it for the 1st quarter of plays. They won't have to walk very far to switch ends, as the Aberdeen Bulldogs off to a good start in this football game. After 1 quarter of play, they got a big 64-yard touchdown run out of Burrows, their quarterback, and they lead it after 1, 8-7 over West Bolivar. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with more high school football right after this. Welcome back, everyone. The second quarter about to get underway. A big 3rd down and 1 here for Aberdeen as they try to keep this drive alive. I formation behind Williams. Williams under pressure. He's going to be sacked. Ooh. Back at the 44. He got mauled by big number 77, Terrence Williams.
Rudely.
6'2", 310. How would you like him to hit you?
Oh, that's D1 size, done. Oh.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Did you say 310?
310.
Wow. Nowhere to go but down.
Just slightly bigger than the Lafayette quarterback.
Yeah.
Demarion Haynes will punt for Aberdeen. He gets it away, and it's a nice kick. Angle to the near sideline. It hits at the 24 and rolls out of bounds at the 22. But he kept it away from DeAndre Cooper. Let's give you the first quarter stats. Very even through the first quarter. West Bolivar did most of their damage through the air, while Aberdeen did all of theirs on the ground. 26 yards rushing in the first quarter for the Eagles. 23 of those for Kalo Moore, who had 5 carries for 23 yards. Kylan Johnson, 7 out of 13 for 73 yards and a touchdown. 99 yards of offense in the first quarter for West Bolivar. For Aberdeen, they had 93 yards on the ground, led by Sammy Burrows, who had 4 carries for 74 yards, and they had 0 passing, so 93 yards of offense for Aberdeen in that first quarter. From the 22, Johnson back to throw, play action, goes deep on a deep corner route. It's incomplete out at the 47-yard line. This time it was intended for Clyde King, who is a senior, 6'175", and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Not a bad-looking pass that time by the quarterback. King not able to come up with a football. Would have been an easy first down and much more, but no doubt about it, they're going to go to the air, and no doubt Aberdeen's going to obviously run the football. So, but West Bolivar more with a kind of a balanced attack with the passing game.
Well, I think it's to Aberdeen's advantage to keep this a low-scoring game. 2nd down, 10 from the 22. They'll spread it out. In motion goes Cooper. Johnson looks to throw, looking left all the way. He's hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. That's Channing Ward,
Man,
who finally makes his presence felt. First time we've called his name tonight, and that gets a roar out of the Aberdeen faithful down below us. He got some pressure that time from his right defensive end position, and Johnson, he felt it.
that's a wicked hit that time done by Channing Ward. He laid the lumber on the quarterback that time. Caught him just as he released the football. Put his body in the air.
He's an impressive-looking athlete, about 6'4", 250 or so, I would say. We don't have any numbers on our roster. Johnson to throw, and a flag comes in to blow it dead on 3rd and 10. That might make it even more difficult now for West Bolivar if this is against the Eagles, and it looks like it will be. False start against the Eagles. That'll back them up 5 more. They'll have 3rd and 15 at their own 17. So if you hold here, if you're the Bulldogs, you're going to get pretty good field position. You're going to get real good field position if the punt's no better than the last one.
Yeah, you want to get a better punt going north and south, not up and down. Aberdeen defense playing much better on this possession after time of possession has really been in West Bolivar's favor.
3rd and 15 for the Eagles at their own 17. Johnson looks to throw. Instead, it's a draw play to Moore to the 20, 25, and he's going to be wrapped up along the 27. He picked up about 10 yards, but he's short of the first down, and that's going to force the Eagles to punt. They're going to mark it at about the 28, so we'll call it a gain of 11 on the play.
Moore that time getting his punter a little breathing room.
Well, it was a good call by Coach Henry Johnson, as you have 3rd and long and you run a draw play. Now they'll punt it back to the Bulldogs. This time the kick is a better kick. Angle to the far sideline. A spinning kick hits at the 39.
Nice.
Takes a nice eagle roll inside the 25. They'll mark it at about the 24. So a good job that time of turning the field over by West Bolivar. Now Aberdeen gets it back. Both teams able to score early. But the defenses have tightened up a little bit now here at the 10:09 mark of the first half with Aberdeen leading by 1, 8-7.
You know, we look at these athletes, West Bolivar, we were commenting during the breakdown, and I saw Calhoun City 2 or 3 weeks ago against Houston. Very, very similar. That if those guys wind up again at each other, this is going to be a very nice game to watch. They're very similar as far as their athleticism goes.
I tell you, I've seen a lot of good running backs already this year, and kind of disappointed I didn't get a chance to see Quinn Burdett from Senatobia last week. He was out with a high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
Here's a end around, a good hard hit. We're seeing some good hitting tonight by both teams.
Goodness.
On the carry that time was Jeremy Brandon. Brandon gets it out to the 28. It'll be a gain of 4 on the play. But I've seen Mont Dean from Oxford, of course. He's got over 500 yards this year rushing in the first 4 games. And then Dennis from Lafayette, outstanding running back, rushed for over 2,000 a year ago. And then Percy O'Bannon from Charleston. There's some good running backs in North Mississippi this year. Quarterback keeper, and that time no gain on the play for Sammy Burrows. They might have gave him a yard. Forward progress to the 29. They did. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Tell you, we saw a nice running back from Ripley last week, about 6'2", 215, 220. He ran all over the Warriors, but he cramped up at the end of the game. Fortunately for Pontotoc, they come out with a win, but nice running back there. I can't remember the young man's name.
Burrows to throw. Throws down the middle. He's got a man out there, and it's complete.
Wow.
At the 46-yard line, that's Brandon. And that's a first down for Aberdeen. Gain of 25 on the play. Their first completion of the night. Wasn't a pretty pass, but Burrows put it on the money.
That's a way to make up for some lost time. If you want to look at it that way, nice pass play. They go to the air for a change, and it pays off.
Now they're going to give it to Brandon again, sweeping right. Not this time. He is thrown to the ground by big number 76. At the line of scrimmage, 75, I guess it was, Ja'Cory Lee.
Yeah.
The big guy.
Man, Lee. Nice numbers for him this year so far, too. He's letting his presence be known here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46. Here's Burrows. Burrows going to keep it to the 45. Follows his blocks inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Gain of about 8 for Sammy Burrows, who has been impressive in this first quarter. Not a true quarterback, but he is an athlete back there who can run. He's going to come out now. So Williams will go back in at quarterback. Gain of 8 on the play. 83 yards rushing for Burrows on 6 carries in this first half. Big 3rd down right here. And Aberdeen's going to talk it over. On 3rd down and 2 yards to go. We'll take a break. 7:31. They need to stop the clock because it's still going. Now they do. 7:30 to go in the first half. It's the Bulldogs 8, Eagles 7. We'll be right back. After the timeout, Aberdeen faces 3rd down, 2 yards to go at the West Bolivar 38-yard line. On the drive, on the move. Burrows in the shotgun formation. In motion goes Brandon. He's going to run it, and he's got the first down as Burrows ducks inside to the 35 for a pickup of 3. He only needed 2, and that'll move the chains.
Burrows, I tell you what, very impressive with the football. So dangerous for the defense when you got a quarterback so mobile like that, able to pick up the first down.
Burrows goes out. Williams comes back in at quarterback. They have used that 2-quarterback set all night tonight. First down at the 35-yard line. Josh Williams drops back to throw, rolls the pocket to the right. He sets, he throws over the middle. It's dropped by Channing Ward at the 20-yard line. In and out of the hands of Ward, who is upset with himself because he knows he should have caught it. That hit him right in the numbers. And it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Boy, I want to see the big man come up with that reception, see what he could do with the football. Won't probably a lot of times see Channing Ward catching the football.
He's going to come out now. 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 35. Now Burrows is back in at quarterback. Burrows is going deep down the middle, and it's nearly intercepted at the 7-yard line. It was intended for Brandon, and coming across was Shaquan Conway, who got his hands on it, number 4, the defensive back for West Bolivar. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 now. That was a deep, skinny post that time down, and Aberdeen was looking for the end zone, but good coverage by the Eagles. 3rd and 10 at the 35. Back to throw is Williams. Williams steps up in the pocket. A flag comes in. That may be a holding. And he's going to be run out of bounds. So if this is holding, West Bolivar will decline and force Aberdeen to punt. Going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Back to the 38. It is holding, and that'll be a decline, and the Bulldogs will have to kick it away.
Well, after the big pickup, big pass play there by Aberdeen, West Bolivar defense stiffens once again, forcing the punt.
They're going to say he actually went out of bounds at the 35. I thought he went out further back than that, but it'll be a gain of 1 for Josh Williams. So it's 4th and 9, and good decision here to punt it away.
Ooh.
That was that was the opposite of what we saw a while ago. That was as low as you ever get.
That looked like a pass play. That was straight through the jerseys.
That almost hit the lineman in the back of the head. But it goes out of bounds at the 23-yard line, so West Bolivar will get it there.
Well, we're seeing some interesting punts here tonight.
Not as bad as that time at Tunica Roosevelt was playing Water Valley. I don't remember if you were there that night. The guy kicked one backwards.
Lost yards, huh?
Yeah. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. 2 wide receivers go wide to the left. They give it to Moore. Moore off the left side is hit and drove to the ground at the 26. Gain of about 3 for Kalo Moore. It'll be 2nd down, 7 yards to go for the Eagles.
You know, Don, that's a special skill. If you can kick it backwards, you don't see them able to do that very often.
That's right.
Special skill.
Sits 15 to go in the first half. Aberdeen 8, West Bolivar 7. 2nd down, 7 from the 26. A pitch sweep to Moore. Moore trying to find the corner, and he does. And he is going to be run out of bounds. Fortunately for the Bulldogs, he ran out of real estate, or he might have been off to the races. Let's see where they spot it. Hard for us to tell over here, but it's going to be close to a 1st down, and he may have it. I think he's got it. He does. They move the chains. The ball is up at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 yards on the play, and now we will get the heat timeout here at the midway point. Exactly 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Your score still Aberdeen 8, West Bolivar 7. We'll be right back. We're back here. Don Brooks and Bill Morgan from Aberdeen High School, where we got a good one.
Oh!
What a hit.
Oh! Hello.
Absolutely. That was number 8 on the carry for Demarion Haynes for West Bolivar. Loses back to the 31. That'll be a loss on the play of about 3 yards.
Credit big 54 there done for Aberdeen. All over the ball carrier.
54 is Xavier Forsheet. 2nd and 13 at the 31. Jump pass over the middle, complete. Out across the 40 to the 41 to number 7, Jovius Wade. That was a different quarterback in there. couldn't tell who that was. I don't believe it was Johnson, though. Or maybe it was.
Bring up 3rd and 4.
Going to spot it at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 9 on the play. From the 40-yard line, 3rd down and 4. And Aberdeen jumped off sides. That's going to give West Bolivar a first down.
Bulldogs that time getting a little bit antsy. Going to give it to them the easy way.
Offside on the Bulldogs.
So a 5-yard penalty against the Bulldogs is going to result in a West Bolivar first down. They'll push it out to the 45-yard line. Still plenty of time to go here in the first half. 4:46 remaining. They have 2 timeouts left. 1st and 10, Eagles. At their own 45, Johnson out of the shotgun. He's had a good first half. He wants to go deep down the sidelines, and he's got his man out there, and it's broken up, but there's a flag down. It was intended for number 25, Cooper, and I think they're going to call Aberdeen for pass interference. Well, he never made a play and never looked back toward the ball, but he looked like to me he made a pretty good defensive play. I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Number 13 that time for the Bulldogs.
A lot of times they'll call that when you don't make a play for the ball, but it didn't look like he interfered prior to the contact. He just kind of shielded Cooper from the ball. It'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down.
Well, that'd be one of those done. Be nice for us to have instant replay. We could slow that one down a little bit. See how much contact there was indeed.
So after the 15-yard penalty for pass interference, now the Eagles have it at the 40-yard line in Aberdeen territory. They'll send Wade in motion. And Johnson under center is going to pitch it back to Moore. Moore sweeping to the left, and he's going to be run down across the way after a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Oh, no, they're going to say he went out at the 38, so a gain of only 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Eagles at the Aberdeen Bulldog 38-yard line with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Aberdeen on top 8-7. Shotgun formation out of the spread. They're going to give it on the end around as a flag down. Haynes tucks inside, and he's close to a first down at the 30. I believe he's got it, but the flag is going to be against West Bolivar for a chop block. So this one's coming back.
You know, right now, Aberdeen doing a decent job on Moore. They haven't really let him break the big play yet. One time on the far side, he got going, but they've been able to contain him so far here in the first half of play.
Yeah, you're right. Both defenses have played some good football in this first half.
And watching West Bolivar average 260 yards on the ground, 84 in the air, boy, you'd think that was reversed. They have been a passing machine here in the first half.
You got to tip your hat to West Bolivar because the schedule they're playing, coming over here to play Aberdeen. Ball's backed up at the 46. Johnson back to throw. He rolls to the right. He's being chased. He stiff arms the guy, throws it out in a flat and complete to Cooper at the 42 of Aberdeen. That was a nice play. Gain of about 12 on the play. Or gain of 11. They'll mark him at the 43. I really like these receivers for West Bolivar. They've got a couple of good ones.
They do, and quarterback gives them plenty of time, as he did that time for Cooper to get himself in position.
9 out of 17 for 93 yards. Here the pitch sweep to Moore, sweeping left. Moore is going to be wrapped up along the 40. Gain of about 3. Channing Ward made the tackle. Chased him down. And gain of 3 for Moore. That was his 10th carry of the ball game for 50 yards. 5 yards a carry, average for Moore. Fourth down, and they will punt. 4th and 10. And they'll play field position again. Good punt, far sideline, hits at the 14. He's going to be downed at the 14. So only a 26-yard punt, but very effective as it backs Aberdeen up now at their own 14-yard line. And here's a situation, Bill, where if you're West Bolivar, if you can get a 3 and out, you're going to use your timeouts here and try to get the football back with some field position.
Oh, absolutely. Plenty of time here. Use their timeouts wisely. West Bolivar, let's see what they can do here. They've really got Aberdeen in a position right here. Bulldogs, if any time they need to get their offense churning after that early score, West Bolivar's pretty much wrapped them up here throughout the first half of play.
We'll see if the Bulldogs can put a first down together to at least keep West Bolivar from getting the ball back. Here's Williams on the keeper. He bobbled the snap momentarily. Now takes it out to the 16 for a gain of a couple. Be 2nd and 8.
You said a moment ago, Don, we got to credit West Bolivar. They are really, out of division playing these bigger schools like Columbus. And some of these other schools, they have not Columbus, but I got the wrong roster there. But
yeah.
Playing some bigger schools really to get them strengthened up. Clarksdale, yeah, exactly.
2nd and 8 at the 16. Out of the power I, they're going to keep it on the ground to McFarland off the right side, and McFarland's going to be wrapped up, and now West Bolivar will take a timeout and try to preserve some time to get the ball back as we anticipated. McFarland's going to be dropped along the 18-yard line after a gain of only 2, so 3rd and 6 coming up in just a moment here for Aberdeen.
I got a question for you looking at their games so far. Clarksdale, Cleveland, Brooks, East Side. Is that the former Ray Brooks?
It is.
We just dropped the first name.
Ray Brooks.
Well, when I read Benoit, I said, that's Ray Brooks.
Yeah, that's it. A few years ago, they had a powerhouse in 1A.
Man, no doubt about it.
And I want to say they only had something like maybe 60 kids in the high school. I mean, it was unbelievable how few students they had.
Yeah.
And was able to put a football team on the field, but they were good.
They made a trip up to Vardaman. It's not been too many years ago. We went over. I'm not sure if you were there, and had the 2 really good running backs.
I do remember that.
A dual pair, and put it on the Rams. As we look down here and see Coach, we believe Coach Mark Bray on the sidelines here. Of course, was Vardaman's head coach for many, many years down here coaching on this Aberdeen football staff.
Yep. Did a lot of games over there at Vardaman.
Coach Bray had 2 or 3 schools, Ray Brooks, Ware, some of those guys. He just couldn't seem to get past to get to that big trip to Jackson.
Couldn't beat Durant either.
Durant.
3rd down, 6 from the 18. Power I formation. Aberdeen's going to keep it on the ground to McFarland, and McFarland is going to get it out to the 23. And now, timeout taken by West Bolivar. A gain of 5 on the play. He's close to the first down, but you can't go for it here in your own territory.
I do want to remind folks, we're not at Soldier Field. That's cooking smoke. Looks like we're in the fog here. But once again, we would like to welcome all of our viewers in the entire MetroCast viewing area. Of course, over in Amory as well. Here's Aberdeen and also Smithville. Shannon, all these areas around, some big games going on. Be sure and join us each and every week. There's at least 4 or 5 games we're bringing your way every week on your local Sports Connection, live streaming on W07BN.com. You can go on there and watch from anywhere.
We'll have some good ones for you next week, too, because you guys will be over in Lafayette seeing the #1 team in the state take on Pontotoc, and then we'll be in Oxford, which should be a really good start to the opening of 1-5A region play when Center Hill comes to town, and they got a good running back, too, in Richard Hampton. That'll be a good battle between Mont Dean and Richard Hampton. Aberdeen appears as if they're going to go for it. I can't imagine they would go for it here. They may be just going to try to draw them off sides.
Draw them off sides, yeah.
4th and 1 at the 23, and I think they did it.
Unbelievable.
That's going to cost West Bolivar the chance to get the football back before halftime. Those are the kind of mistakes you can't afford to make.
And you thought, they were looking for that. You would think West Bolivar was expecting that done, and boy, did they fall for it.
Yep. Aberdeen will be able to run out the clock now if they want to. They may take a couple of shots down the field, knowing now that West Bolivar can't stop the clock. 5-yard penalty will take it out to the 28-yard line. First and 10 from the 28. Power I formation. They're going to keep it on the ground to McFarland off the right side. He's across the 30 out to the 32. Gain of about 4 on the play for LaVale McFarland. Clock continues to run. I think Aberdeen's going to be content to go into the locker room with a 1-point lead.
I tell you what, a low-scoring affair. You knew Aberdeen doesn't put a lot of points on the board, but West Bolivar, Aberdeen defense, give them credit, have held them in check here.
Bulldogs have played a smart game, though. They know this is the type of game they want to play. Low-scoring, defensive-minded game. Those are the kind of games they've played over the last several years and have been successful. They keep it on the ground again, and that's McFarland out to the 35-yard line for a pickup of 3. Be third down, 3 yards to go. They should only have to run one more play. Difference of 7 seconds between the play clock and the game clock. Williams is going to let it run down as much as possible. And now he'll just take a knee. Williams takes a knee. And that should do it for the first half. So a very entertaining first half. It was a first half in which the Aberdeen Bulldogs did the job on the defensive side of the football. They had a big play to get on the board early, 50 seconds into the game, and then they rested upon the laurels of their defense. As you can see, Channing Ward making his way. He's the leader of that defense, and they were able to hold West Bolivar to only 7 points in that first half. And the difference in this contest is a 2-point conversion by the Bulldogs as they lead the Eagles by the score of 8-7. We're going to take a break and hear from some of our fine sponsors. We'll come back with the halftime show, and we'll give you some stats of the first half. So stay with us. They don't start regions early because they've only got 16 on average. There's 8 5. Welcome back, everyone. Halftime here at Aberdeen High School, where the Bulldogs holding a slim lead, 8-7 over the West Bolivar Eagles, the number 1 team out of 2A, taking on the number 1 team out of 3A. West Bolivar came in with a record of 3-1. Aberdeen with a record of 2-2, both coming off losses last week. Trying to rebound here tonight. We've got a good defensive battle here at halftime. The stats are pretty even, within 3 yards, in fact. It's been West Bolivar who has done most of their damage through the air, and Aberdeen has done most of theirs on the ground. Kalo Moore, the talented running back for West Bolivar, is averaging exactly 5 yards per carry. 10 carries for 50 yards here at halftime, and that is the total rushing yardage on the night for the Eagles, 50 yards on the ground. Kylan Johnson, he's been impressive as well. 9 out of 17 for 93 yards at halftime, 1 touchdown. So 143 yards of offense for the West Bolivar Eagles. Their 2 receivers have been a dual threat tonight. DeAndre Cooper, 4 catches for 45 yards, and Jovius Wade, 5 catches for 48 yards. So Johnson's been able to hit those 2 quite often here tonight. For Aberdeen, their leading rusher has been their quarterback, number 9, Sammy Burrows, who drew the start and rushed it 7 times for 86 yards in this football game. LaVale McFarland also pretty effective in the first half as well, 8 carries for 34 yards. As a team, Aberdeen had 121 yards on the ground through the first 24 minutes. Passing, they didn't throw it a whole lot. Sammy Burrows completed 1 out of 2 for 25 yards. Josh Williams was 0 for 2 for 0 yards. So only 25 yards for Aberdeen passing. So they had 146 yards of total offense at halftime. Jeremy Brandon had the only catch for 25 yards. So Aberdeen outgaining West Bolivar 146 to 143 in the first half. Neither team had a turnover either in that first half. The scoring summary, it was early when Aberdeen scored 50 seconds into the ball game, 11-10 remaining, when Sammy Burrows broke loose for a 64-yard touchdown run down the sideline. The 2-point conversion was good, and Aberdeen was off to a good start. They led 8-0. Then West Bolivar came right back down the field on their second possession as Kylan Johnson was able to find DeAndre Cooper in the back right corner of the end zone for an 18-yard touchdown pass. They elected to kick the extra point rather than go for the tie, cut it to 1, and that's where we are here at halftime. Aberdeen on top of West Bolivar, 8-7. We're going to take another break, and we'll come back with the second half here from Aberdeen High School here on your local sports connection. MetroCast, Channel 98. Don't go away. And we welcome you back here to Aberdeen High School. We're moments away from the second half. West Bolivar will get the football first to start the second half. Don Brooks and Bill Morgan coming to you tonight on a beautiful night for high school football. We've got a good ball game, a defensive battle. Aberdeen on top of West Bolivar here as we get ready for the second half, 8-7. And Bill, you got some sponsors to talk about that are helping us bring these high school games to you each week.
We appreciate these guys, these sponsorships each and every week, bringing you action here. They're the ones that make it possible for the broadcast. And Aberdeen sponsors tonight here, White Oil Company. Aberdeen in Tupelo locations. Call them at 369-8665, White Oil Company. Also, Buddy's One Stop, the best pizza in town. 306 Highway 45 North, right here in Aberdeen. Also, Brandon Presley, your Northern District Public Service Commissioner. Brandon Presley running for re-election, of course, in November for that position. And Northside Quick Lube, they do oil changes, fix flats, tires. Jimmy Pace is the owner. 401 Highway 145 North. That's Northside Quick Lube, another fine sponsor here of Aberdeen Bulldog football on Cable Channel 98 MetroCast and TV7, W07BN over the air. Also, some other sponsors we want to mention: Johnson's Furniture in Oxford, Stouts Carpet in Oxford as well, Tri-State Termite and Pest Control, Wade Equipment Company in Pontotoc, your John Deere dealer. Also sponsoring the game, Seafood Junction in Algoma. Teresa and Mike Montgomery, Mike and Jill Foster, and all the staff there at Seafood Junction go by some of the best seafood, shrimp, fish, all that food we don't like, you know, Dunn. They got it all down there at Seafood Junction. Also, Dunny Guest and staff at Hunter's Hollow. You can't miss it if you're getting ready for the big season. Go by and see Dunny Guest year in and year out, always sponsoring sports there at Hunter's Hollow in Oxford. Griffin Motor Company in Houston, not too far away from here. Proud to be a part of the game, Mr. Raymond Griffin. Griffin and his fine staff there at Griffin Motor Company in Houston. We appreciate all these businesses here being a part of the broadcast right here today, or this weekend rather. Look for this game throughout this week on Cable Channel 98 MetroCast. And if you have any questions or want copies or anything, be sure and call the station 983-2801 or visit the website w07bn.com.
Well, I'm glad to be down here in Aberdeen, and it's a Nice atmosphere, good crowd here tonight. Last time I was here, I think they were playing their rival Amory, and they had the old Penn State uniforms. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I thought it was Penn State out there when we first walked in.
Was the white helmets?
Had the white helmets and a darker blue than this.
Mm-hmm.
So we're about ready for kickoff.
They said last week, speaking of Penn State, Joe Paterno would be coaching from, I think, a recliner in the press box. No, seriously, I think they've moved him upstairs.
I think we need one of those up here, wouldn't he? You talking about that catfish and stuff. That's what we need is an intern to come set up all this equipment for us early, and then we could go eat some catfish. And
that's right.
Show up about 10 minutes before the game starts.
Let's work on that for the week, for next week. You think you can get that going at Oxford?
Well, you'll be there. We'll both be in Oxford.
That's right. We'll get together.
About ready to start the second half. Kalo Moore's back deep to receive. I don't think you want to kick it to him.
Right.
So if you're Aberdeen, you may kick it short here.
Yeah, they've been trying to kick it and done successfully away from him, keep the ball out of his hands.
Kicking off for the Bulldogs is Michael Hodges, number 8.
You get set for the second half of play. Mike Hodges set the kick for the Bulldogs. Kick is up.
And they do kick it, and it goes out of bounds. That'll put the ball at the 35-yard line, so the Eagles will have good field position to start the second half. We mentioned the stats, about even, 146 for Aberdeen, 143 for West Bolivar, although Aberdeen got 64 of those on that big run. So the Eagles will take it, I would guess. They may make them kick it again. It looks like they will.
Flag against Aberdeen.
Well, Coach Johnson wants his guys to have a chance to return it, so he's going to back up Aberdeen, accept the 5-yard penalty. And the Bulldogs will have to kick from their own 30-yard line now. Or from the 35-yard line.
Both teams got off to fairly early scoring, trading touchdowns, done a 2-point conversion. The difference in the game, Aberdeen successful on. And since then, the defense has kind of taken it over.
So Hodges will kick off again. Try to get this second half underway. And again, he kicks it to the sideline. This time they fielded at the 29 and up to the 30. Slipped and fell down at the 31. He might have had some room to run there up the near sideline had he not slipped and fell. So West Bolivar hurts themselves by not accepting that ball at the 35-yard line. They lose 4 yards back to the 31, and that was Cooper on the return who slipped and fell down, and Cooper's up limping. You don't want to lose him if you're the Eagles, but he'll limp over to the sideline. And the Eagles will go on offense 1st and 10. They're going to mark it at the 29-yard line. Now they're going to move it to the 30. Not sure where it's supposed to be.
They can't decide.
And they'll call it the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 West Bolivar. Kylan Johnson out of the shotgun. They'll send Moore in motion. Back to throw. Throw out in the flat. That's complete. He turns upfield. Has a first down across the 40 out to the 42-yard line. That was Wade on the catch. And Wade picks up about 11 or 12 yards. They'll spot it at the 41. It'll be a gain of 11.
Nice run after the catch that time by Wade, just straight running north and south, able to get good yardage. Anytime you can get 7, 8 yards on first down, boy, you got a lot of options.
That puts Johnson over 100 yards passing now. 10 out of 18 for 104. 1st and 10, Eagles at their own 41. They're going to hand it off this time to number 8, and he is driven backwards. Channing Ward finished him off. Couldn't tell the first man to hit him. Underneath that pile was, I believe that was number 20, I believe. Brandon Walker.
Yeah, I think you're right, Don.
That was Haynes on the carry. He'll lose a yard back to the 40. 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line. They're going to give it to Moore. Moore up the middle and picks up about 3 to the 43-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 8 here for the Eagles.
Well, the last two outings, this Aberdeen offense scoring 16 last week, just 6 against Noxubee County and 14 in a win over cross-county rival Amory.
Yeah, the games that they've won, they've had to do it with their defense. We talked about that early on. Johnson to throw from the shotgun. He throws a bullet to the sideline, and they've got another first down, it appears, into Aberdeen territory to about the 49-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play. I believe that was Wade.
Boy, Johnson, these quick little out short passes been successful. They're moving the chains with that route.
1st and 10 at the 49 of the Bulldogs. They got just enough for the first down. They pitch sweep to Moore. Moore looking inside, and he dives to the 46 for a gain of about 3. And it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 7. They pitch it to Moore again, this time to the left, and he's got nowhere to go. He'll lose a yard as Justin Lucas, number 10, came up to make the hit. And it'll be a loss back to the 47.
Lucas that time acting like he knew that Moore was going to get the football, and he just penetrated that line. Great job to get in the backfield that time and a big stop.
Crowd getting fired up here on 3rd down and 8. West Bolivar has been very efficient tonight on 3rd down with the short passing game. Let's see if they do it here. 4 wide receivers for Johnson. Johnson drops back to throw. He's being chased by Ward. He's on the run. He's going to run to the 45. He's to the 40, and he's got a first down out of bounds.
Oh, my.
Nice athletic play by Johnson. He rolled right. He wanted to throw. Nobody was open. He takes it to the 37 in Aberdeen for a first down and a gain of 10.
Well, nice poise that time by Johnson, the quarterback. We've seen him do it here tonight. Able to just tuck the ball in and run. Nobody open, as you said, didn't try to force anything. Just hang on to the football, and a big first down pick up there by the quarterback.
First carry of the night for Johnson, and another 3rd down conversion for West Bolivar. First down at the Aberdeen 37. Johnson straight ahead, finds a little bit of a hole. He lowers his head inside the 30 to about the 28. He's close to another first down. They're going to spot him down at the 29, a gain of 8 yards on the play, and now no huddle offense.
That was Moore.
Moore, I mean, yeah, not Johnson. Oh, Moore lost his helmet, but he has the first down. Man, it's been some hard hitting in this game.
Yeah.
Gets to the 25 for a gain of 4, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, Moore that time running with some force, helmet flying off, and I tell you what, they're smelling the end zone here.
Trying to take the lead for the first time tonight are the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 25. Here's Moore again. He tries to bounce it outside, finds some room inside the 20 to the 19. And now you can hear the West Bolivar fans over there who made this long trip from Rosedale. They're starting to get excited, and they're starting to pound Kalo Moore now.
Yeah, he's hitting the holes really good down up the middle.
2nd and 4, and Aberdeen has to take a timeout. So they may be a little bit out of sync defensively. I'm not sure if they're not tired a little bit, because that big offensive line of Rosedale or West Bolivar is really huge. So we'll take a break. 2nd and 4 when we come back here to Aberdeen High School. Well, you can feel the excitement of the crowd getting into it here as West Bolivar on the move at the 19, trailing 8-7. And Moore fumbles the ball. It's loose and it's recovered by Aberdeen at the 31-yard line. Moore took a huge hit, coughed it up, and the Bulldogs come away with it. That's a big play the defense needed.
Huge play done that time, and I tell you, they needed something to happen in Aberdeen that time with a huge hit on the quarterback. Coughed it up, and that's what you want to see with your defense. Bulldogs going to take over now at about the 30, just beyond the 30-yard line.
A loss of 11. Was that Moore or the quarterback that got hit?
I'm not certain.
Loss of 11 anyway. I'm going to say, I think it was Moore who fumbled that football. That's the first turnover of the night for the Eagles. And the Bulldogs take over at the 30. And Williams gives it to Brandon, and Brandon looked like a face mask, and it is.
Oh, my.
As he crosses the 40 to the 42, and they'll tack on 15 more. As Jeremy Brandon on the keeper for 12 yards and a first down.
Well, Brandon slithering through that time, able to get ahead of some of the defenders, and somebody grabbed his face mask. So a big play there, and going to be a lot of yards after the play.
Biggest run of the night for Jeremy Brandon, his 5th carry for 18 yards. Tack on another 15 yards to the end of the run. That's going to mark it all the way down to the 43 of West Bolivar. And now the momentum has shifted in favor of the Aberdeen Bulldogs. Here with 7:41 to go in the third quarter, they're already up 8-7.
Yeah, total momentum change. Boy, I tell you, West Bolivar looking to put a touchdown in, and now it's Aberdeen.
Quarterback keeper by Burrows, and Burrows has nowhere to go. And he's driven out of bounds back at the 45. He'll lose 2.
Yeah, thanks to number 2 there. Great pursuit there by the youngster there for West Bolivar.
Keyston Williams.
Williams.
2 pretty good defensive ball clubs tonight. They have laid the lumber. 2nd and 12 at the 45. Shotgun formation. Brandon goes in motion. They fake it to him. Quarterback on the zone read. That's Burrows. And Burrows spurts through the hole to the 35. First down Bulldogs to the 32 of West Bolivar. A gain of 13 on the play.
Now Burrows has the capabilities. We've seen him doing it here all night. And that time, a huge hole that time for number 9, Burrows. And what a run. Probably his longest run from the line of scrimmage.
Other than the touchdown.
Yeah.
He has 97 yards rushing now on 9 carries. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Eagles 32. The turnover when it looked like West Bolivar was looking to take the lead. Now the Bulldogs are moving it. Here's Burrows on the quarterback keeper again. This time though, he's surrounded by blue jerseys, and he'll be dropped back at the 33 for a loss of a yard. Good pursuit that time by that Eagle defense.
Yeah, got just so much physical out there by that Eagle defense. They're not going to allow that play usually 2 times in a row. And that time, West Bolivar all over Burrows. And a big play, big step up that time for the defense for West Bolivar.
2nd down and 11 at the 33. Williams at quarterback now, throws a slant, underthrown, intended for Jeremy Brandon. It was behind him and low. So it'll be 3rd down and 11 now.
Yeah, what kind of a tough call here. What do you do?
Well, yeah, I think you got to throw the football.
Yeah.
You don't have to get the entire first down, though. You need to try to get at least part of it here so you can go for it maybe if it's short enough. At the 33, 3rd and 11. Josh Williams has yet to complete a pass. In fact, the Bulldogs have only completed 1. They're going to run a quarterback keeper, and inside the 30 to the 28 goes Burrows. A pickup of 5 on the play. It'll be 4th and 6.
Oh, my. Decision time.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah. I think so.
Gain of 5 that time for Burrows. He's over 100 yards rushing. They're going for it from the 28.
Good call.
4th down and 6. Williams looks to throw. He's going to the end zone. He's got a man wide open and is caught for a touchdown. That's number 7, Aaron McMillan, who got open, and Williams let him put the ball right on the money, and he hauled it in for a touchdown. 28-yard touchdown pass from Williams to McMillan.
Nice job, McMillan, that time, getting open, beating the receiver, and going up and catching the football. I tell you what, nice passing attack that time by Aberdeen.
They're going to go for 2. Williams looks to throw. He throws in the back corner. He's got his man Ward. The tight end, Channing Ward, has it for the 2-point conversion. And Aberdeen now has made it a 2-possession game. with that 2-point conversion. With 5:53 to go in the third quarter, it's the Bulldogs 16, the Eagles 7. We'll be back after this. We'll welcome you back. A big drive for Aberdeen after the turnover. They take it 70 yards, and Williams able to connect with McMillan, and they kick it out of bounds. They put Kalo Moore over there on the side to try to get him a chance to return the kick, and now they'll probably, I would guess, West Bolivar would probably make them kick it again. That's what they did before. Even though it didn't pay off too well for them, I think they will do that. Force Aberdeen to keep kicking until they can get a return.
They feel they got the athletes back there, especially with Moore, to get a decent return. Also number 25 back as well. That's Cooper. They want a shot at it.
I think it's a good decision. You're down 9 now. You need a big play to get back into this game. And even though there's plenty of time, and they've shown the ability to move the football, they just have not been able to put a lot of points on the board.
Well, they were threatening just moments ago, and then, of course, Aberdeen able to get the football back and drive it down the field. West Bolivar was driving, though. They can definitely move the football.
Well, the thing about it, West Bolivar has shown the ability to put the ball in the air. So
yeah.
But the turnover results in 8 points as Aberdeen able to capitalize on the fumble. Somebody put a helmet on the football and knocked it loose. Here's the kick. This time they kick it and another whistle blows. Got another flag down.
Didn't catch that one.
Well, next week here on MetroCast Channel 98 and W07BN, you'll be able to see Pontotoc versus Lafayette. And what time do y'all show those Pontotoc games? Sunday?
Those games are on Saturday.
Saturday.
I believe around 11 or 12 noon, Don.
11 o'clock Saturday. You'll be able to see Pontotoc Lafayette. And then Monday night at 9 o'clock, it'll be Center Hill versus Oxford. Water Valley will be in action next week as well. They're playing Charleston tonight. That's a good 3A matchup right there. I'd like to know how that one's coming out.
Well, this Aberdeen team next week got to go down to Louisville. That's going to be a challenge as they go down there to face Louisville.
Got to play against old Toothpick.
That's right.
MC Miller. Longtime head coach at Knoxville County, who's now over at Louisville.
Oh, look at that.
Well, they kicked it short that time, and they kept it away from Kalo Moore, but
paid off.
Gave the West Bolivar Eagles the ball at the 46-yard line, so I don't know if that's what you want to do. You want to do something in between, maybe pop it up and force them to call a fair catch or something, but the Eagles are going to get the ball in good shape. 1st and 10 at their own 46, and now we're going to get a heat timeout here at the 5:53 mark of the third quarter. We'll take it with them. Your score, Aberdeen 16, West Bolivar 7. We'll be back. We're back here. West Bolivar starts in excellent position. 1st down at the 46, and they're going to run the end around, and nice run down to the 40-yard line by Demarion Haynes for a gain of about 6 on the play. On the sweep, 6-yard pickup for Haynes. It'll be 2nd down 4 at the 40-yard line of Aberdeen.
West Bolivar now doing a little bit more on the ground, sort of kind of their strength, averaging 260 a game rushing, so now they're grinding the ground game a little bit more.
From the 40, 2nd and 4. Johnson hands it off to Moore, straight ahead. He finds a hole, and Moore spins down to the 33 for a 1st down. He took a hard lick, but he's able to convert, and a gain of 7 to the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 West Bolivar.
Moore, he's so fast to the hole, Don, when he hits that hole, and just tremendous speed as we knew coming in he had. And, boy, look at that center, number 75.
He's a big one.
Head above everybody else.
From the 33, they back to throw Johnson. He's going to the end zone, and it is incomplete as Jovius Wade wanted interference as he got tripped up inadvertently, and there's an injured player down for Aberdeen, and I think he just cramped up.
That's number 2, Don.
Demario Wilson. Looks like he's got a cramp. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Eagles at the 33 of Aberdeen. They're driving again. Still a lot of time in this football game. 4:42 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
We mentioned Louisville, and then, of course, these Aberdeen Bulldogs get into this division play with Manatee, also Nettleton, Moreville, Atwater Valley, of course, South Pontotoc. So all those division games coming up here for these Bulldogs. Of course, definitely they're the favorite in this division.
Of course, y'all will have Water Valley on next week as well. They're playing against a rap star next week.
I heard. What's his name?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z George.
Jay-Z George.
That's him. Do they travel for that game? Oh, me.
Still trying to work that cramp out of Demario Wilson. He's okay.
Yeah,
he'll have to come out for at least one play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line for the Eagles. Eagles have that big offensive line.
Well, they are.
They're going to send 4 wide receivers to the left.
Wow.
Johnson out of the shotgun. Moore comes in motion. They fake it to him. They swing it out, and they're going to lose yardage.
Ooh.
That was number 5 over there that made the tackle. Anderson. They lost yardage back to the 35. I believe that was number 7, Wade, again on the catch, but he did not go very far, and losing 2 yards. So it's 3rd and 12 at the 35. Wade goes in motion. Johnson back to throw. Jump pass is going to be incomplete at the 31-yard line. Would have been short of the 1st down anyway. They tried to hit Clyde King, the tight end. And now 4th down, and I think you got to punt if you're West Bolivar. It's too early to panic. Go for it here on 4th and 12 at the 35. But it looks like they're going to.
I guess they feel like they're this deep, they're going to try it. Try to keep their offense on the field.
So they're going to roll the dice here on 4th and 12. I formation behind Johnson. He drops back to throw. Johnson's going deep down the sideline. He's got Wade out there. It's caught at the 3-yard line.
Nice.
So it was a good decision. Jovius Wade beat Demario Wilson on a fly route down the sideline. And they'll mark it at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 32 yards.
You know, when the play works done, it's always a good decision.
Yep.
That time it really worked in favor. And boy, did West Bolivar need that. Now they're in a great position here to get some points on the board.
1st and goal at the 3. I formation. Moore's got it off the right side. He's in there.
He's in
Touchdown, West Bolivar. And now they've got to go for 2, I would guess. Well, they can go for 1.
Yeah.
They might as well go for 1. It wouldn't help them to go for 2. Cut it to 2, 16-14. So a 3-yard touchdown run for Kalo Moore. That was his 19th carry for 72 yards tonight. He finds the end zone for the first time.
I believe that's his 7th touchdown on the year, Don.
Yep. They're right back in it here at the 3:50 mark. So they took advantage of that short kick. Here's the extra point. It's up and it is good. So West Bolivar's right back in it with 3:50 to go in the third quarter. We've got a good ball game here tonight from Aberdeen High School. Your score, the Bulldogs 16, the Eagles 14. We'll be right back. Well, a touchdown run of 3 yards for Kalo Moore has cut the lead to 2 for Aberdeen, and now the Eagles will kick off. Big fourth down conversion for West Bolivar, kept the drive alive. Here's a return, and Burrows sweeping up the far sideline, and Burrows is clipped out of bounds along the 30-yard line. A good return by Sammy Burrows, who's had a good game.
Burrows had a really good game, used his speed, very versatile there, young player, and doing a great job there once again on the punt return.
They're going to mark him at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 Bulldogs at their own 33-yard line, leading 16-14. Burrows tonight has carried 11 times for 101 yards. He's been the key. He's not in there now, though, as Williams is in at quarterback out of the shotgun. Josh Williams has a touchdown pass. He's going to hand it off on the end around, cutting inside for some room. The 40, the 44, and the first down goes Brandon. Gain of 11. And nice play call and good play for 11 yards.
Running game beginning to pick up a little bit there, Brandon. That time your ball carrier is Aberdeen able to start really moving the football on the ground here the second consecutive possession. They're doing that against the West Bolivar defense. You know, point-wise, they're right where they want to be done. They win games putting 14, 15 points on the board.
Right. They average 14 a game. They've got 16 tonight. They give up 17, so 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Brandon goes in motion. It's a quarterback keeper, and he is drilled. Oh, what a hit by number 24. That was Rashawn Conway. That might have brought our good friend Billy Nelson out of his seat. Gain of 1 for Josh Williams. Second down, 9 at the 45. Williams out of the shotgun, a 4-man front. He's back to throw. He's got time. Now the pocket starts to collapse. He looks to run. He throws. He finds his receiver at the 48 and down to the 47. He's close to a first down. And West Bolivar thought they had a fumble, but the official blows it dead as the catch is made by number 8. That's Michael Hodges at the 48-yard line, it would appear. It's a gain of 7. Now an official's timeout while they confer.
Williams very fortunate that time. He was in all kind of trouble to get the football off.
And they are going to say it was a fumble, and West Bolivar recovers. So the officials overruled the side judge, and that's not going to make Coach Duncan very happy. Now he's going to argue it out with the official.
Wow.
How can you overrule that? One guy calls him down, and then the other guys come and say,
boy, that led fuel to the fire. I don't blame Coach.
And the crowd boos.
Oh.
First turnover of the night for Aberdeen.
Boy, that's huge, Don. Aberdeen moving the football. All of a sudden, that drive is dead. West Bolivar with some momentum after the touchdown. They got the ball back.
And they have good field position once again at the 49-yard line. And they give it to Moore up the middle, and he gets to the 44 of Aberdeen for a quick gain of 7.
I tell you, Mort, he really seems to have found his groove right now. He is really hitting the holes every time, picking up 6, 7, 8, 9 yards a carry.
2nd and 3 at the 44 of Aberdeen. 2:13 to go in the third quarter. They're going to hand it off this time to Haynes, and Haynes leveled.
Rude. Rude hit.
They'll drop him back at the 45. He'll lose a yard. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Both these teams you'd expect being highly ranked, very tremendous speed. Both sides of football, that defense of Aberdeen able to close so well there that time. Not allow him to get the corner.
I've seen as good of hitting in this game as I've seen all year.
Yeah.
3rd down again for West Bolivar. They've been so good when they've had to tonight, and they do it again.
Oh, my.
Quick slant complete to the 38, and a 1st down again to Haynes for a gain of 7.
They have had that play all night long, just that quick little slant, little pass play, and Haynes that time able to come up with it and move the sticks.
No huddle. They'll get the ball at the 38-yard line of Aberdeen. First and 10 at the 38 of the Bulldogs. They give it to Moore. Moore had to sidestep one guy, and he got past him and picks up 3 to the 35. That's his 21st carry of the night.
Number 10 that time on the stop for Aberdeen.
Lucas.
Yeah, Justin Lucas.
Gain of 3 for Moore. He's closing in on a 100-yard gain. 2nd and 7 at the 35. Back to throw is Johnson. Quick out. He's got his man again. That's his leading receiver, Wade, and Wade turns up the sideline, and I think he's got a 1st down. We'll see where they spot it. It is a 1st down at the 27-yard line, a gain of 8.
I tell you, West Bolivar really spreads the passing out. They share the wealth with several of these receivers, and then all of a sudden you get ready for the passing game, and they'll slip number 5 in there on you more, so they're balanced right now.
From the 28, 1st and 10, back to throw, and Ward hits the quarterback, but he got it away to Wade, incomplete at the 24-yard line. Johnson knew he had to get rid of it. He saw that big guy, Channing Ward, coming. Ward has not picked up a sack tonight, but he's had some quarterback hits.
Yeah.
He's forced him to throw it early. Holding against West Bolivar, that's going to back him up.
Yeah, big number 11 Ward that time in the backfield, as you said, able to cause some havoc back there, forcing the early pass quicker than he wanted to throw it.
Johnson's 15 out of 25 for 157 yards tonight. And I'll tell you, the guy I've been really impressed with is Jovius Wade.
Yeah.
10 catches for 105 yards.
Man, he has been everywhere for that team tonight.
They're going to be backed up to the 42-yard line. Still 1st down. Back to throw is Johnson. He's under pressure, and he's going to be called intentional grounding.
Yep.
He was wrapped up back there by Xavier Forshee, and he threw it away, so intentional grounding will be the call, and a good call by the referee. That'll be a loss of down.
Well, Aberdeen defense making them pay after the turnover. Bulldog defense has really stiffened here.
Well, they're backed all the way up to their own 48-yard line. They have to go all the way to the 18 to pick up a 1st down. That's 34 yards. 3rd down and 34. Would this be a time for a pooch punt?
Maybe so. We've seen some punts here tonight.
Only 25 seconds remain in this 3rd quarter. Shotgun formation. Johnson drops back to throw, takes a deep drop. He's chased, he sets up a screen to Moore to the 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25.
Whoa.
Run out of bounds. He's close to the 1st down, but he went out at the 21. He's going to be short, but not by much. They'll mark him down at the 22-yard line. That is a gain of 30 yards on the play.
That time able to really appreciate the speed of Moore as he got loose that time. And I tell you, Dunn, he turned the Jets on. Just nearly enough to get the 1st down.
First catch of the night for Kalo Moore. That was a great play call.
Yeah.
And a gain of 30 on the screen. 4th down and 4. And the crowd's saying it's 4th down, but
now they got it straight.
Bill, to be honest, I think it's 3rd down.
Do you?
Well, they had the first play, they called a penalty on 1st down, and they backed them up. That would have been 1st down. Then the intentional grounding, that was a loss of down. That would have made it 2nd down. And then that screen play would have made it 3rd down.
Yeah.
And the argument over there, West Bolivar, I think they have a good argument.
Yeah, that it should be 3rd.
I may be wrong, but I don't remember another play in there.
But they're going back to 3rd down now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
you're right.
It is 3rd down. And the referee's coming over to talk to Coach Duncan, but looking back, that first play there was a holding penalty that brought back the play. That marked it back from the 28 to somewhere around the 42-yard line. That would have made it 1st and long. And then the intentional grounding would have made it 2nd and long, and then that screen play.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So
I believe it's going to stand, too.
Yeah. 17 seconds, the clock is stopped while they try to figure it out. The ball is at the 22, so it's 3rd down, 4 yards to go. And they're going to give it to Moore on the pitch sweep. Moore trying to get to the corner, being chased by Lucas, and Lucas got him.
Wow.
Dropped him at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Big play by Lucas, number 10.
And it'll be 4th down for sure now.
Well, Aberdeen defense right here is going to have to come through done with their backs against the wall.
And that's the end of the quarter. So 3 quarters are in the books. I would guess you're going to see West Bolivar go for it on 4th and 4. As we start the 4th quarter, we've got a good one here tonight. Aberdeen 16, West Bolivar 14. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more high school football right after this. Well, here we go, 4th down and 4 at the 22-yard line, and West Bolivar's going for it. They give it to Moore, and Moore runs a reverse, and they're going to throw it out of that. They got a man back in the back of the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. They just threw it up for grabs, and going up to haul it in was DeAndre Cooper.
Wow, done.
From number 7, Jovius Wade, and Wade has done it all tonight, and now he's thrown a touchdown pass. What a play call by Coach Johnson, a 22-yard touchdown pass. And for West Bolivar, takes the lead for the first time tonight.
Nifty call that time on the reverse, and then all of a sudden then the pass play, he put it up in the air and into the end zone touchdown. West Bolivar gets their first lead, so nifty little run that time, a trickery play, and able to get the points on the board on a 4th down play.
That's twice they've got a big play tonight on 4th down. They have converted on 3rd and 4th down more than I've seen any team do all season long. They have come through when they had to with some big plays tonight, and that's a 22-yard touchdown pass from Jovius Wade to DeAndre Cooper.
Yeah, nice job, as you said. Nice play call that time. And as you said, Don, another conversion by West Bolivar here on 4th down. So they get the first lead of the night here to start the 4th quarter play. So now if you're Aberdeen, you gotta regroup. You've been able here of late to run the football pretty well. So
there's still plenty of time to go.
That's right. Got a whole quarter here to play football. So I tell you, pretty, as you said, first half stats as we looked at, pretty evenly matched up here tonight. Not a lot of differences we talked about between 3A and 2A when you get on this caliber, this level of a football team. And these teams pretty evenly matched up here tonight.
Well, you know, all of us over here in the Hill Country, we've heard a lot about Kalo Moore, but this team, West Bolivar, they've got a lot more than just Kalo Moore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They've got some big guys, and they've got some athletes. Now they're going to go for 2 to try to make it a 6-point game. Good decision here. And they hand it off, and sweeping around the corner, and he got in there, number 8, Demarion Haynes, gives the 2-point conversion to make it a 6-point lead for West Bolivar with 11:51 to go in this football game. For the first time tonight, the Eagles have the lead, 22-16 over the Bulldogs. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment. Here's a kickoff, and it's fielded at the 10-yard line. Up to the 20, 25-30 goes Brandon, and Brandon is stood up, and he's still fighting, though, out to the 35. And the ball came loose, but he was down. Well, the big play right there that kind of turned the momentum back in favor of West Bolivar was that fumble call when West Bolivar got it at the 49 and was able to take it down the field and score. Each team has a turnover now. West Bolivar's up 22-16 in this ballgame. Let's give you the stats through 3 quarters. 96 yards rushing for West Bolivar, led by Kalo Moore, who has rushed 22 times for 82 yards. And Kylan Johnson has thrown for 187 yards in this ballgame. They've got 283 yards. They give it to Brandon, sweeping left. Brandon to the 40, the 45, first down out to the 45-yard line. Goes Jeremy Brandon for a gain of 10.
I tell you, Jeremy Brandon, number 12, doing a good job running the ball hard tonight. He found a good hole that time, able to use his speed. And Aberdeen done beginning to ground it move it on the ground here with the running game.
283 yards through the first 3 quarters for West Bolivar. Aberdeen has 160 on the ground, led by Sammy Burrows with 101. Here's the play and a fumble. He almost fumbled. Got it back, breaks a couple of tackles, battling his way out close to the 48-yard line. That was a hard run. He almost coughed it up, then gathered it, hit, broke a couple of tackles. Good hard run by Brandon.
I tell you, Brandon, good concentration that time. He could have lost that football.
160 on the ground for Aberdeen, 59 through the air, 219 yards. So West Bolivar's outgained Aberdeen, 283-219 through the first 3 quarters. 2nd and 7 at the 48. Here's a quarterback keeper on the draw, and that's Burrows, who is tripped up at the 48-yard line. Actually, I take that back. That's not Burrows. That's number 6, Joshua Ewing, who takes it to the 48 of West Bolivar for a gain of 4.
Ooh!
Here's Ewing again. He's got the first down. Inside the 45. A nice effort by Ewing down to the 42, maybe the 41.
Ewing that time snapped a little bit high. He's able to come down with it and then have the composure to pick up first down. Nice job by the young man running the football that time to move the sticks.
Gain of 7. First down at the West Bolivar 41. 9:54 to go as the clock is stopped. Out of the shotgun here. This time they're going to give it off to number 1. He finds some room. He runs over a guy. 25-20. 15-yard line, first down, Bulldogs, Carino Blanchard. They're going to mark it at the 14-yard line, a gain of 27 yards.
Don, I think Aberdeen's taking it personal. That last drive score by West Bolivar, they've come out with a vengeance. They are running it down their throats here on this drive. Bulldogs looking to put it in.
I tell you what Aberdeen needs to do right now, though, and that's find them a kicker. Even if they have to go up in the stands.
Yeah.
You need that extra point if you score. From the 14-yard line, Brandon goes in motion. Quarterback keeps it, and he ran into his own man and knocked him down. That was Williams. And Williams will get a yard to the 13. Second down and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Ewing back in, number 6 now.
It's a wild bulldog, I guess you could call it, the formation. And Ewing hands it to Brandon, sweeping around, and Brandon got drilled by a couple of blue jerseys. 28, I believe, it hit him.
26 hit him too as well.
26 and
I saw 26.
26, you're right. Javaris Johnson.
Johnson, yeah.
And no gain on the play, I believe.
Tell you right now, West Bolivar trying to catch their breath as Aberdeen has been pounding the ball on them, and that was a big play that time for the West Bolivar defense.
We'll give them a yard to the 12-yard line. It's 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8, and Ewing's going to keep it, and Ewing is not going to get the first down. He's inside the 10 to about the 9. A gain of about 3. Well, you don't have a field goal kicker, so that's not even an option. Gain of 3 on the play for Ewing. 4th down. You got to go to the 4. 4th and 5.
Ewing's out.
Josh Williams is back in. They send 2 wide receivers to both sides. Williams goes under center. And did he jump off sides? Oh, my goodness.
Again.
But it's only half the distance.
Yeah.
Only half the distance, I believe.
So it won't be enough for first down, I don't believe, will it?
No.
Wow. Again, though.
They're going to mark it at about just inside the 5. Oh, he gave him a first down.
Oh, my goodness. I guess it was enough.
It's enough for the first down. Looked like to me the ball was on the 9-yard line, but they gave him a 5-yard penalty. Maybe that's the rule. I may be wrong. I thought it was half the distance. But the Bulldog fans will take it.
That offsides call has been tough on West Bolivar tonight.
1st and goal, Bulldogs. 7:35 remaining in the contest. They're down 22-16, but knocking on the door. Now out of the power I formation behind Josh Williams. Williams fumble the snap, and it's loose along the 3-yard line, and West Bolivar recovers.
Man. Unbelievable.
So Williams fumbles the snap. The second turnover for Aberdeen, both in the second half. And now the Eagles have the football at their own 3-yard line. And now there's still plenty of time. If you're Aberdeen, you have to hold here and force them to kick out of their own end.
Yeah, right here, you got to play defensive football if you're Aberdeen. Play field position, as you said, Don. Force them 3 and out and get excellent field position. You're running the ball. You're pounding it down them well. Your offense is really driving well, and you just got to get the ball back and get it in your hands again.
You need your big guy, Channing Ward, to play like he hasn't played all night here. Make some big plays.
He's ready to go at the line there.
1st and 10, Eagles at their own 3. And they're going to give it to Moore. And Moore finds a hole and gets it out in the open to the 20, the 30. And he's finally, or out to the 28, I should say. Not to the 30, but he gives them some breathing room with a 24-yard run out to the 27. Call it the 28. It's a gain of 25 on the play, and he is over 100 yards now.
I tell you what, and he's really stepped it up a notch here. Moore has here in this second half of play. He has begun to turn it on.
1st and 10, Eagles at the 28. I formation behind Johnson. Johnson hands it off to Moore again. This time they hit him in the backfield and drop him for a loss back to the 27. Aberdeen has 2 timeouts remaining. And there's an injured player down for the Bulldogs. We'll keep it here. We have the heat timeout coming up here in just a few minutes.
Well, that time Aberdeen did what they should do, try to hit more at the line, not allow him to get that penetration, that step or two, and just stop him at the line that time. Good penetration by Aberdeen.
He's been a workhorse tonight, 24 carries, 106 yards. Aberdeen has done a pretty good job against him, but doesn't take what one, and he got a big run there to give them some breathing room as they were backed up at their own 3-yard line.
Yeah, he's gonna quickly. It shouldn't take him long to hit that 1,000-yard mark at 5:28 coming into tonight's game. Already over 100 tonight. So he's looked pretty impressive. As you said, they've contained him pretty well, but he's come on pretty good here in the second half of play.
And Bully has now made an appearance down on the sideline. I don't know if you can see him down there, but he's right up against the bleachers. All the kids are down there taking a look at him.
Oh, yeah. May try to get a shot at him here before it's over.
2nd and 11 here for the Eagles.
He needed to come check out the games. Done got down to the wire now.
6:40 to go. The clock is running. 2nd and 11 at the 27 for the Eagles. Out of the shotgun is Johnson. He sends a man in motion. He's going to hand it off on the end around, and there's a nice play by Ward.
There he is.
We said he needed to step it up, and he did that time. He read the end around and dropped Haynes for a loss. Back at the 24, it'll be a loss of 3. 3rd down now and long, and Aberdeen has got to hold here.
Showing the speed that time and ability there. Channing Ward, as we were waiting to see, and that time, as you said, Dunn stepped up and made a big play. And his team needs another big play right here.
3rd and 14. Under 6 minutes to go. And they're going to run it back to throw. Johnson goes deep into coverage. Good coverage out there, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Jovius Wade, their top receiver, but that time Demario Wilson had him covered like a blanket. It'll be 4th down, and the Bulldogs are going to get it back. We should get the heat time out here, but
well, they needed a quick out, and they got it. And they're going to get excellent field position, as you said here, following the punt.
16 out of 187, 16 out of 27 for 187 yards tonight for Kylan Johnson. Now they'll punt. They get the punt away. It's a low end-over-end punt that's going to roll, and that's a dangerous play by Aberdeen. And he tried to pick it up, fumbled it, and Wes Bolivar picks it up and is going to take it for a touchdown.
Unbelievable, Dunn. Unbelievable.
Terrible decision to try to pick that ball up and run with it. And Wes Bolivar picks it up and carries it back for a touchdown, some 42 yards, and that might wrap it up.
I believe that was number 8 for Aberdeen, trying to recover, pick the football up.
You just got to let that one go.
You do. I mean, surrounded, had two blue jerseys around the ball.
And I did not see who picked it up, what number for Wes Bolivar, but
yeah,
a 42-yard fumble return.
So unfortunate, man. That's a play that's you could avoid right there.
Well, I was looking forward to an exciting finish, but
yeah,
you know, these are young kids. They make mistakes, and that'll be one that he'll learn from, hopefully, and the coach will tell him not to do that again. Some of the crowd beginning to file out of Aberdeen Stadium now.
Well, I think we saw that when this West Bolivar team, of course, we knew about Moore, number 5, but there's, as we said, there's athletes all over the field for this team here. They're going to make some headway in that 2A division.
And now what's happening with the officials? They are bringing West Bolivar back to the 43.
Well,
I guess they're saying you can't advance.
No advancement?
On a punt. That's all I know.
Wow. Maybe not.
So erase the touchdown, evidently. They'd already put the points on the board, so.
Yeah.
But at least that gives Aberdeen life. But the Eagles do have the football at the 43-yard line of Aberdeen. They pitch it back to Moore, and Moore turns up the field to the 41 for a gain of 2. Gain of 2. He's got 108 yards on the night now.
Yeah,
Second and 8 coming up.
Here you want Moore to use work your clock and get a big dose of him and try to get that clock run down. Clock's going to be the enemy for Aberdeen.
Heat timeout, 4:57 left to play. West Bolivar 22, Aberdeen 16. We'll be right back. Well, it's been an exciting football game here tonight from Aberdeen. Second down and 8 now for West Bolivar. They pitch it back to Moore, and Moore goes behind his right tackle for a couple to the 39, a gain of 2. It'll be third down now. Third and about 6. Let's call it 3rd and 5. They'll spot it at the 38. Clock running with 4:25 to go. Aberdeen still got their 2 timeouts. They have to take one here if they hold. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Big play defensively for the Bulldogs, and now West Bolivar is going to take a timeout as Johnson didn't like what he saw, and he'll walk over to the sideline to talk to his head coach, Henry Johnson. Big 3rd and 5, and if Aberdeen can hold here, then West Bolivar's got a decision to make. Do you go for it or do you punt it away? I think they're probably going to go for it, depending on how many yards they gain, I would guess, here on this particular play. So this may be 4-down territory for the Eagles. And obviously, if they convert here and pick up a 1st down, Aberdeen will be forced to have to use their timeouts.
Yeah, I think that's right, Dunn. If they can get it within, even if they can get it within 1 or 2 yards, I think they definitely go for it with this field position. Try to stay on the field and run that clock down here and wrap this ball game up.
Yep.
Just an unfortunate play a moment ago, just a mistake by a young player there to touch that football. And I'm like you, Aberdeen, man, they were moving that ball earlier. I think they would have had a real shot to go down the field with it.
Yeah, 3 turnovers in the second half have really been costly for the Bulldogs. 3 fumbles. And now West Bolivar trying to convert here to put this game away, potentially. 3rd and 5. Johnson out of the shotgun. And they're going to hand it off on the end around, and he goes out of bounds, I believe. No, he didn't. He stayed in bounds, but he didn't get the 1st down. But that's a break that he didn't go out for West Bolivar, as Haynes is run out at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. I can't believe they're going to punt this.
They're going to punt the football.
I'd watch a fake if I'm Aberdeen. At the 36.
Yeah, they're expecting Aberdeen with nobody back.
4th and 3. Maybe trying to draw them offside. No, they're punting. And the punt is going to go down to the 1-yard line and go into the end zone. Well, the Bulldogs got fortunate there.
Very.
You got Kalo Moore in the backfield, and they're not going to take a gamble. Henry Johnson believes in his defense. And Aberdeen is 80 yards away now with 3:28 to go, 2 timeouts remaining. Well, after that fumble, you got to feel fortunate if you're an Aberdeen fan to have a shot here.
That's right, and Aberdeen, remember that last possession, Don, they had no trouble. They moved it down the field with the running game very fluidly.
Williams in at quarterback from the 20. They'll send a man in motion, and they're going to hand it off on the sweep. And that's Brandon again, and Brandon is going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line, close to the 30. He's close to a first down, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. And it's a 10-yard gain, and that's a first down.
Well, that's about the best you can ask for. Move the chains and stop the clock. Give your offense time to reset here, get the play in, and Bulldog offense on the move here to start this final possession. What'll be their final possession, of course.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line. Clock is stopped with 3:20 to go, and now the officials call timeout. As the referee is going to go over and talk to Henry Johnson, the head coach of West Bolivar. West Bolivar used to be known as Rosedale, and they were a powerhouse back in the day, back in the 80s. They've been pretty good lately, too.
Yeah, they have. You take a look at that line, they have really got some athletes on that defensive line there. A lot of size.
First and 10 at the 30. They fake it to Brandon. Here's Ewing, and Ewing stumbles to the 38 for a gain of 8 yards, and the clock continues to run.
Ewing very small there in size, and he's able to just really almost run underneath some of the tackles. He is very elusive.
Second and 2 at the 38. Under 3 minutes to go now. Brandon in motion. They fake it to him. Ewing's going to keep it, and Ewing is going to be close to the first down. I don't know if he got it or not. Looked like he was just short of the 40, but he got a pretty favorable spot.
Yeah.
And I think he's got the first down.
I believe they're giving it to him.
That'll stop the clock while they move the chains. First down, Aberdeen at the 40-yard line, a gain of 2 for Joshua Ewing.
16 back in now.
Josh Williams back in at quarterback. Aberdeen down 22-16. Williams to throw. Quick outs complete up at the 45. He's going to get out of bounds at the 48. Gain of 8 yards that time to Elliott Johnson.
Well done with them not being able to advance the touched ball earlier. We're going to get to see that fantastic finish here.
Second down 2. They give it to Brandon. Brandon sweeping to the left. He's got the first down across midfield. And he's inside the 45 down to the 42. 10-yard gain for Brandon.
A lot of effort that time by that young man, Brandon, as he just took 2 or 3 tacklers, another 3 or 4 yards, able to move the sticks once again.
2:17 remaining, and the good thing is Aberdeen has not had to use either one of their timeouts. First and 10 at the 42 of West Bolivar. Shotgun formation, they hand it off to Brandon again to the 40, the 35, down at the 34. A big time collision, but Brandon picked up 8 more yards. Brandon now has picked it up in the second half. 12 carries for 71 yards.
He's been the workhorse here in the second half of play.
At the 34-yard line. He goes in motion again. They give it to Brandon again, and Brandon is close to a first down at the 32. I think he has it. He does. That'll stop the clock. They're going to give him all the way to the 31. A gain of 3 for Jeremy Brandon.
I think he's going to come out.
He probably needs a breather.
He got to done, yeah.
From the 31, Williams looks to throw. Williams is going to the end zone, and he overthrew everybody. Aaron McMillan was the intended receiver. There were 2 defenders back there for West Bolivar. And the pass was overthrown, but the clock does stop. Williams is 3 out of 7 tonight for 42 yards.
This drive much like the last one Aberdeen had when they fumbled it away down inside the red zone, and they're trying to get back there again here with this last drive, last chance they've got here to win this ball game.
Minute 21 to go. Second down, 10 from the 31. Williams back to throw. in the pocket, has plenty of time, rolls to the left, there's a holding penalty, and he's going to go out of bounds. This one's coming back. Williams picked up some positive yardage and stopped the clock, but is holding against Aberdeen. So that'll back him up 10. And that'll be a big penalty because the holding took place in the backfield. It's going to push it all the way back to about the 45. So it will be 2nd and 24.
A little break there for the West Bolivar defense. They needed something to happen, and it just happened to come via the flag. They get a break.
The West Bolivar defense looks a little winded.
Yeah, they do. They got their hands on their hips done. They've been out there a little while in the second half.
They're just trying to hold on right now. 2nd and 24 at the 45. Back to throw is Williams. He takes a deep drop. He sets up a middle screen, and that's going to be complete to the 45 and the 40, and that's Lucas to the 35.
Oh,
and Lucas,
my goodness.
Down to the 32. He got most of those yardage, most of them back. Gain of 13, and now Aberdeen takes a timeout to stop the clock. A good timeout there with 57 seconds to go, and we've got time to take a break. Don't go anyway. This is a good one. 22-16. West Bolivar on top with 57 seconds remaining. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. The ball's at the 32-yard line. It is 3rd down and 11. Williams to throw. Williams is going to go deep down the middle on a post. He got a man wide open. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That's McMillan. How in the world did he get that wide open? And Williams found McMillan for a touchdown, and the Bulldogs are now a point away from taking the lead with 49 seconds to go. And now the bad news is you don't have a kicker. So West Bolivar could hold here and maybe force overtime. 32-yard touchdown pass from Williams to McMillan.
McMillan all alone, Don. You had to throw him the football. I mean, that was an easy catch for him. Good job. Boy, you need a kicker right here.
They go for 2. Back to throw is Williams, and he's hit as he throws it in the end zone. It's batted up incomplete, and we're tied at 22. And boy, what a football game this is tonight. We might have overtime with 49 seconds to go. As this has turned out to be a great one. McMillan has only caught 2 balls tonight, both of them touchdowns.
Both that's 2 pretty good catches to make as he got himself all alone. Great job there, great connection.
So Aberdeen rallies, and those people that left are probably turning around and coming back.
Seats are still available, I'm sure.
Second touchdown pass of the night for Williams. We're tied at 22 with 49 seconds remaining. This has turned out to be a classic.
Well, we were hoping for this tonight in these 2 quality clubs, and we're getting it here. When it looked like West Bolivar might win the ball game, Aberdeen drives it down off of a running game pretty much, and then the pass play gets them on pay dirt.
Now, you don't want to kick the ball to Kalo Moore. But you want to do better than kicking it on the ground and giving them the ball up around midfield too. So
yeah,
see what Aberdeen does here.
Maybe just try to kick it away from him and kick it deep.
I'd try to pop it up right in the middle of the field.
You see how they got it laying?
Try to squib kick it.
Yeah.
So Hodges, the kicker, kicks a line drive and is caught at the 40, and now West Bolivar has it at the 40-yard line. They have 1 timeout remaining with 49 seconds. They got a very good quarterback, 2 very good receivers. I think you got to try to get in field goal range, Bill. That kicker has shown he's got a pretty good leg when he's kicked the extra points tonight.
Yeah, with this receiving core for West Bolivar, look for them. I think maybe try to go to the air a little bit and get a couple of strikes and try to get in field goal range. You'd think they'd have to get, what, about the 25?
Yeah, probably closer than that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm thinking maybe the 20. I formation at the 40. And they're going to just drop back to throw. They're going deep down the far sideline, and that is going to be intercepted at the 24-yard line by Wilson. DeMario Wilson had the coverage, and the throw was right there, but a great play by Wilson to go up and take it away from Wade. That's the second turnover of the night by West Bolivar, and now Aberdeen will probably send it to overtime.
Yeah, nice job, as you said, Wilson, saving the day here for his team. It probably, as you said, to the end of regulation. And Don, looks like we're going to be here for some extra time in this one here tonight, as we're going to see a fantastic finish one way or the other here.
They're spotted at the 25-yard line. Let's see what Aberdeen does. Do you take a shot down the field here, or do you just feel pretty good about the fact you got this game in overtime and try your luck there?
I think they're going to talk about it.
They're going to take that timeout. Well, you can't take it with you.
No.
I don't believe, to the overtime, so they're going to talk it over here and try to come up with some type of play to try to see if they can't get down the field. They don't have a kicker, so pretty much have to score a touchdown. You're not looking to try to get in field goal range here. 22-22 is the score. We'll take an opportunity to give you some numbers. Kalo Moore tonight, 26 carries, 111 yards. He's been the leading rusher for West Bolivar. Kylan Johnson has had a good night as well. He has completed 16 out of 28 for 187 yards passing the football. Jovius Wade, he's had a big night. 10 catches for 105 yards, and he also threw a touchdown pass, 22 yards to Cooper. Some of the guys for Aberdeen has had big nights. Sammy Burrows, we hadn't seen him much in the second half, but he's 11 carries for 101 yards. Jeremy Brandon, 74 yards rushing tonight. And Josh Williams, all of a sudden now 5 out of 9 for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, both teams have spread it out pretty well. There's some numbers by several athletes in this ball game on both sides of the football.
They're going to go out of the shotgun from the 25. Going to hand it off on the end around, and here's Brandon. He's going to get out of bounds at the 35. That'll give him some breathing room out to the 36. A first down, a pickup of 11 for Brandon. Clock stops with 36 seconds. As long as you can work that sideline and keep the clock stopped, you got a shot.
Yeah, nice little end around play. That's worked well for them tonight and get it out of bounds. They've worked the clock real well, stopping it here.
Aberdeen's not thinking about overtime. They're thinking about winning it in regulation. First and 10 at the 36. Brandon goes in motion. They fake it to him. Ewing's going to keep it. Ewing to the 40, 45, 50, and out of bounds at the 49-yard line of West Bolivar. And West Bolivar is out of gas.
Yeah, right now, there's no doubt Aberdeen definitely looks like the fresh team. They're a step ahead of them right here.
15-yard pickup for Ewing. We didn't see Ewing at all in the first half, and he's rushed it 6 times here in the second half for 39 yards. First down at the Eagle 49. 35 seconds to go. Brandon goes in motion. They fake it to him. Here's Ewing again to the 50. Ewing's going to be tackled in bounds. Now they're going to have to take their final timeout at the 47. Haven't taken it yet.
Ewing slow by getting up there.
Clock's still running, Bill. You got to stop it.
Unbelievable.
Maybe Aberdeen doesn't have a timeout. We thought they did, but now they say they don't. They give it to Brandon. He's got to get out of bounds or stop. He stops the clock by picking up a first down. Now they got to get up there and spike it, but they don't have time. The time has run out. Bad clock management there by Aberdeen down the stretch. I don't even know where they spotted it. They've already picked up the ball, but
yeah.
Say he was down about the 30-yard line or so. I'm gonna. So Brandon now is over 100 yards rushing. And now they'll go out and the coaches will meet and discuss the overtime and flip a coin to see who's going to get it first. And we'll take a break. We've got overtime here at Aberdeen. It's West Bolivar 22, the Bulldogs 22. We'll be right back. Welcome you back to Aberdeen High School, and you couldn't have asked for a better football game tonight between the number 1 team in 2A, West Bolivar, and the number 1 team in 3A, Aberdeen. And Aberdeen gets the football first here in overtime. Let's give you some stats through regulation. 124 yards on the ground for West Bolivar, 209 through the air, 333 of offense. The ball's at the 10-yard line. First and 10, or first and goal here in the overtime for the Eagles. And Johnson, play action, rolls to the left. He's hit as he throws, and it's going to be caught down around the goal line by Wade. That was a great play by Johnson just to get that one off. He was being pressured by Braxton Anderson. And they're going to spot it down at about the 1-yard line, looks like.
Wow.
Gain of about 9 on the play. Second and goal at the 1. They give it to Johnson, who lowers his head, dives in for the touchdown. Kalo Johnson with a 1-yard run. And now West Bolivar goes back on top. And Bill, if Aberdeen scores, they're going to go for the win because they're not going to kick it to tie it if West Bolivar gets the point here. But it looks like they're going for 2.
They may go for 2. Realizing Aberdeen would definitely go for 2.
Right.
Probably a good move here.
2-point conversion, no good. Flag down, no.
Interference.
They're going to get one more play at it.
Oh, man.
From a little bit closer, half the distance.
Wow.
And quickly Johnson goes over to the sideline to talk to his coach, who I don't know for sure if that's his dad or not, but both named Johnson, could be. (28-22) West Bolivar. They'll go for 2 again. Now you're a little closer, you might run it.
I think you just give this off to Moore.
They haven't stopped him for losses much tonight, and you only got to get about 1.5 yards. I formation behind Johnson, Moore dotting the I. And they're going to give it to him off the right side.
No.
He's not going to get there.
No. Hit by number 5.
That's Anderson.
Yeah.
So good job by the Aberdeen defense. And now they'll get the ball at the West Bolivar 10, and they'll have a shot to win this football game. Down 28-22. 304 yards rushing tonight for Aberdeen. 2 guys over 100 yards. Brandon has 101, and Burrows has 101. And then they have 112 yards passing for a total of 416 yards of offense. A lot of that coming in that fourth quarter. Now flag comes in, and there may be too many men on the field for Aberdeen.
Wow.
That'll back them up 5 yards.
That's tough. It's a big call, Don.
I don't know if they had what the call was there.
Was it illegal substitution? I think
it was illegal
said.
substitution, but I don't know if it was 12 men on the field or
Yeah.
if it was something else. They didn't go to a huddle, so
Right.
I don't think you can. They broke the huddle with 12 men. Josh Williams in at quarterback.
Could be a pass here, probably.
Bobble the snap, hands it off to Brandon, who took a hard hit, but spun to the 14 for a yard. It'll be second down and goal at the 13 is where they'll mark it. A gain of 2 for Jeremy Brandon, who now has 103 yards on the night. 16 carries. Second down and goal at the 13. Shotgun formation. Brandon in motion. They fake it to Brandon. Williams is going to keep it. Williams cuts inside to the 11, but a good tackle that time by Wade. And a gain of only 2 to the 11-yard line. It's third down goal at the 11.
Williams that time had a chance, but a nice job by Wade with the tackle that really saved some big yardage there.
Now I think you got to pass. You got 2 plays to get in the end zone. West Bolivar 28, Aberdeen 22 here in overtime. Be sure to join us at the conclusion. We'll give you some final numbers and our player of the game. Brandon in motion, they blow it dead. Timeout taken by West Bolivar. I think you get an extra timeout in overtime. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. If they do, they didn't put it on the scoreboard though. Shows Aberdeen with 0 timeouts remaining. And so West Bolivar will talk it over, and that'll give us a chance to talk about our sponsors.
Yeah, let's mention once again, we're proud of these fine sponsors bringing you this game here tonight from Aberdeen. White Oil Company in Aberdeen and Tupelo. 2 locations there. White Oil Company. Give them a call, 369-8665. Also, Buddy's One Stop, the best pizza in town. Go by and see Buddy's One Stop, 306 Highway 45 North here in Aberdeen. Brandon Presley, Northern District Public Service Commissioner. Brandon Presley proud to sponsor the game, running for re-election there. And Northside Quick Lube, oil changes, flats, tires. Mr. Jimmy Pace and his fine staff. They're located 401 Highway 145 North here in Aberdeen. Proud sponsors of the game here tonight, and done what a game it's been. Here we are in overtime. We probably wouldn't have thought overtime. Our long road game, and we're going to overtime here in Aberdeen.
Very exciting game. These 2 teams have certainly lived up to their rankings. Third and goal at the 11. Williams rolls a pocket to the right, has plenty of time. Now he's going to run, and he can't find anybody. He throws it away. As he was about to go out of bounds, they say he went out of bounds before he threw it away. So he lost 2 yards, back to the 13, and now it's going to come down to 1 play. Loss of 2. So it comes down to this final play, and now Aberdeen does take a timeout, so apparently you do have 1 timeout. And we'll take a quick break and come back for the conclusion right after this. Well, it comes down to this one. 4th and goal at the 13-yard line. This is your ball game. Crowd comes to their feet on both sides. Josh Williams is your quarterback. He's back to throw. He's going to throw. He's got a man wide open, and he overthrew him.
Oh! Channing Ward.
Channing Ward, the tight end, was all alone.
Oh, darn.
And they threw it over his head. All he had to do was loft it up there, and he had an easy touchdown. And he overthrew him, and West Bolivar comes on the road with a big win tonight.
Channing Ward all alone done. It was set up perfectly. Just let it fall in his hands, but he couldn't quite reach it. Of course, he's very frustrated. What about West Bolivar defense? Holding tough here at the end, having to go into overtime. They get the first score on the board. They're able to hold off Aberdeen here on the road and win a big game here against a quality top 3A opponent here in Aberdeen.
And you might not see a better game all season than what we saw tonight. In overtime, West Bolivar defeats Aberdeen 28-22. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back and give you some final numbers on the post-game show and tell you about our player of the game right after this. And we'll welcome you back, everyone, here to Aberdeen High School. A great high school football game here tonight as the #1 ranked team in 2A, West Bolivar, goes on the road to beat the Bulldogs in overtime 28-22. Aberdeen rallied to tie it late in the game with 57 seconds to go, or 49 seconds to go. They tied it on a 32-yard pass from Williams to McMillan, but then West Bolivar able to win it in overtime by converting on their opening possession, scoring and then holding Aberdeen out of the end zone to preserve a 28-22 win. We got a lot of stats for you here tonight, some big-time offensive numbers. Kalo Moore finished the night 27 carries for 112 yards. As a team, West Bolivar had 125 yards rushing, and Kylan Johnson had a big night as well, as he completed 17 out of 29 for 196 yards. But our player of the game tonight is Jovius Wade. 11 catches for 114 yards, and he threw a 22-yard touchdown pass as well. He had a big night, and Moore had 2 touchdowns. Cooper scored 2 touchdowns as well for West Bolivar, as he ended up with 5 catches for 67 yards. For total offense for West Bolivar, 343 yards, 125 on the ground, 218 through the air. Aberdeen with some big numbers, over 400 yards of offense tonight, including 306 on the ground, led by Jeremy Brandon, 16 carries for 103 yards. Sammy Burrows, 11 carries for 101. 306 total for the Bulldogs. Passing, Josh Williams completed 5 out of 10 for 87 yards. Burrows was 1 for 2 for 25, 112 through the air. 418 of total offense on the night. 3 turnovers for Aberdeen, 2 for West Bolivar. And what a thrilling football game tonight, as Jovius Wade was our player of the game. 11 receptions for 114 yards. And Bill, this is a good West Bolivar team. They are balanced offensively. They can throw it, they can run it, and they were able to pull out a big one here on the road tonight to improve to 4-1 now in the season, as the Bulldogs drop to 2-3.
Yeah, they are much more than just about one player. They are very multi-dimensional and got a lot of good athletes. They can throw a lot of things at you. They did here again tonight on the road, and beat a very quality, of course, 3A opponent in Aberdeen. Aberdeen, very unfortunate tonight, come up on the short end. You could see a moment ago down there. Channing Ward extremely disappointed. Wanted to catch that football, of course, and try to win the game for his team. But credit West Bolivar coming here tonight playing a great ball game. They're really going to be a team to contend with in that 2A division.
And they may see Calhoun City when it's all said and done. Those two teams are on a collision course in 2A, and Aberdeen, they're going to be hard to deal with in the north again this year in 3A, and we're looking forward to bringing you them later in the season as they'll take on the Water Valley Blue Devils over in the Valley as well. That's going to do it for tonight's contest. We're glad you could join us. One of the best high school football games you'll see as West Bolivar defeats Aberdeen tonight by the final of 28-22. For Bill Morgan, I'm Don Brooks saying so long. We'll see you next time, everyone.